Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Hooligans. We are back from the bye week. We took a week off. We were in New York City. We had a great time. Now we're back and ready to go. We got some Eagles action. We got some Sixers action. We got Flyers action to talk about. Did something just happen like 10 to 15 minutes ago?
I think something happened just 5 minutes ago.
Maybe 5 minutes ago?
5 minutes ago, some big breaking news.
Big breaking news? What was that?
What was that, Kyle?
I don't know what that was. What was that, Ralphie? What was that breaking news?
Well, Sixers got better, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we got
Jimmy
just
Butler.
a little bit. Yeah,
Jimmy Butler is now a 76er.
All right, guys, let's talk about this. By the way, this episode is brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, Certified Public Accountants, 301 Oxford Valley Road, Yardley, PA, 215-369-3300. Okay, Jimmy Butler to the Philadelphia 76ers for Dario Saric, Robert Covington, and a 2022 second-round pick, which means we gave up absolutely nothing. And that is how the – oh, my God, I'm so excited.
This is insane.
This is insane. All right.
Looking back at this could be a day where you remember where you were when Jimmy Butler was traded.
Amazing, right?
You know?
He's a max player contract. I had Greg come down the stairs just now, and he's like, yeah, I'm excited we traded him, but we gave up Sarge. I like Sarge. Guys, you cannot let that be your mindset. Sarge is a good player. He is not Jimmy Butler, all right?
You needed a mega piece.
He is a max contract player, and we got this guy for nothing. Thank God the Minnesota Timberwolves lost last night, because if they didn't lose last night, there's no way we get Butler, in my opinion, today. It just doesn't happen. Now we have Butler, we have Simmons, we have Embiid. We're still stuck with Fultz, but it's okay. We'll let him just stick in the corner, like hide in the closet, whatever. But you know, this is a great day to be a Philadelphia 76ers fan. And I want the family to chime in. You know, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions about what the fuck just went down? Because I'm still in a state of shock right now, because now we have another shooter to add to our arsenal, and that's exactly what we needed, and I'm excited and ready to go. Now, I would tell Ralphie that the Lakers suck, but he already knows that. And now it's just he's probably in pain. So
Yeah.
It is what it is. Now, I was going to start off the show with the Eagles, but this was so important that earlier on this season, I had the 76ers as a 4-6 seed. I didn't see them better as Milwaukee. I didn't see them better as the Raptors, and I didn't see them better as the Boston Celtics, because we did not get the star that we needed to put us over the top this summer. Now, we got that. And I'll tell you the teams that we're better than right now. We are better than the Toronto Raptors. We are better than the Boston Celtics. But we are not better than the Milwaukee Bucks. All right? In my honest opinion, the Milwaukee Bucks are still the number 1 seed, but we are the number 2 seed now. Now it's going to go back and forth with them. Boston has the system to pass it around and go quick, but now we have the shooting go back and forth with them. So that's why I think we go over the top when it comes to the Boston Celtics. This is just a phenomenal
It's
day.
crazy.
Yeah.
We've honestly been waiting for a move, this exact move, or a move like this since free agency.
Yeah.
You know, this almost, you know, obviously we wanted LeBron James back in the beginning of free agency, back in the summer. But this move, you know, puts us over the top. It gives us the shot in the arm that we need. And like you said, to have another shooter to finally be able to compete with Boston, just because they've had our number for so long. Now
Right.
you think we're better than Boston. I guess time will tell. When we
Oh,
actually
no,
play
we are better than Boston.
You
You know,
know?
if there's any Celtics fans out there watching, you know, I've given you guys credit the whole offseason. You guys beat us with your B team in 5 games. Well, guess what? We just got a max player contract along with the MVP of the league, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons, who doesn't look half bad now. You know, he had 25 points last night.
Talk about a three-headed monster.
Three-headed monster.
You know?
Three-headed fucking monster. Now we
Yeah.
have 2 shooters. We have one that's going to come into his own. And this is an exciting time to be a Philadelphia 76ers fan. Brett did what he said he was going to do finally. It took us, 8 games into the season? Well, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know.
I think it's like 15 or 16, something around
No, it's not even close. The season just started. Whatever. But it took some time. 10 games? 10 games into
10
the season.
games, yeah, something like
Okay.
that.
It took some time. but he said he was going to do. He went and got a star. He said he was going to star hunting. He got that star, three-headed monster. They played tonight. I don't know if he's going to play against Memphis.
I doubt it. I don't think he's on the plane yet, but who knows?
Who
We
knows?
don't know.
He was just coming from Minnesota. It's not that far away, right?
Still
know.
a big plane ride.
It's
It's still a plane ride.
Yeah, it's still a plane ride, but still,
Jet lag, right?
Jet lag. Yep, you got it. Do we have anything over there on Facebook, Ralphie?
There's got to be somebody already.
Oh,
This
2 minutes?
news.
Okay. I will actually try to look over. I'm going to look over on YouTube first, then I'll look over on Facebook. But, guys, this is very exciting. You know, I did not see this. This happened fucking 7 minutes before the show, and I was just shaking because I was drinking this Big Daddy Red Bull, and, you know, I was already ready to go.
It's like an earthquake happened,
It's
right?
exactly, you know. And, all right, so we have David Roska, a regular here on the show. He was talking about the Rams. He's saying they're going to be 9-1 tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about football in a couple minutes. Right?
Yeah. And then he said, congratulations to the Sixers. Jimmy Butler, let's go Sixers.
It's a great, like I said, it's a great day. You're going to remember where you were at this moment, especially if this all pans out.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler, I mean, still relatively young in NBA years. When was he first year in the league? 2011, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I'll look that up real quick. But
So, I mean, you could have him for a long time to come.
yeah, you'd have to give him a max contract unless he's still under contract for a long time with Minnesota, which I'll have to
He
look
played
up right now.
He was on the Bulls for forever.
Yeah, he was on the Bulls, then he went to Minnesota, and I don't know how this trade completely went down, if he has a big contract, if we're eating some of that contract, or what it is.
Yeah, it just happened. We'll find out more details as, time
He
goes on the next
he's a
couple
free
days.
agent this year.
He's a free agent this
Yeah,
year.
I think
Yeah.
so.
So we're going to have to pay up if we want to keep him, which means I feel like this guy is in our plans because we gave up so little for him. I really think that he is.
Oh, he's now a cornerstone of the franchise.
Yeah, he's up there with Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to extend this guy. Now, I don't know what his contract would be worth. I don't know how much money we have to spend exactly, but he would be in the upwards of getting like $25 million a year.
He's definitely a top priority.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
is. Yeah, we definitely got to extend him because happy days are here again. As you're a Sixers fan, you know.
Happy days in Philadelphia, right?
I
Something
wasn't-
that we needed,
I wasn't confident at all. I mean, we almost lost to the Hornets last night. You know, we had a good.
Oh, yeah, they've been struggling.
Yeah,
you know.
we had a good foundation, but we didn't have a great foundation. Now we have a great foundation.
Oh, yeah. We were a first round, second round exit.
Yeah.
Before
Maybe
this trade.
first this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an amazing day. And if you're a Sixers fan, chime in. If you're an Eagles fan, chime in. If you're a Flyers fan, chime in, because we're all Sixers fans. We're all Sixers fans today.
Yep.
And the Lakers still suck. So
Yeah. How's LeBron right now? Right?
he's probably filming Space Jam somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's on
bastard!
He's on Malibu Beach, right?
Oh, that's
Wherever he's
dumb.
at.
That sucks. It's a bad joke. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go on Facebook right now. Let's see what's up with the fam. You have YouTube up, right?
Yeah, I got some YouTube comments, a couple coming in.
All right, let's check this out. All right, Joshua Enyon says Jimmy Butler's a Sixer. Yes, he is, Joshua. We're excited. And Kevin Johnson answers the poll question. He thinks we need to sweep the East just to be safe to make the playoffs as an Eagles fan. So that's what
5-1 for me.
5-1.
Sweeping's a lot. We didn't even sweep the East last year, so
No, we didn't sweep the East last
could
year.
have if you cared about that last game, but
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. But we will find out what
Yeah,
happens.
we'll talk
down
the
the
Eagles
road.
in like what 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And Frank Vespi said, Frank Vespi says, clap your hands, everybody, for Jimmy Butler's 76ers. Stomp your feet, everyone. Jimmy Butler's a 76er. Yes, he is. Frank.
We should have played that song in the opening, right? That should.
I think it's copyrighted.
True. That would have been fun.
Unfortunately. And Greg says, "What's up, fellas? Gonna miss Dario, but we essentially gave up for nothing." Listen, I don't know why you would even miss Dario for getting Butler. Literally just came
I
down
mean,
the
you can
stairs like
respect
10 minutes
you
ago.
respect him as a player, but I mean,
Yeah, you
let's
can
not-
respect him, but like loyalty only runs so far. Like you just need to let go.
That's why you're a team fan, not a player fan. You've always been that way.
Yep.
You preach that.
And Greg also says the poll question, yes, they need to sweep the East to get into the playoffs. I 100% agree. I was looking at the seeding, and we are 9th right now in the
Yeah, somehow
NFC.
the Falcons are actually ahead of us. They win the tiebreaker, even though we beat them.
Yeah, we have the tiebreaker with the Falcons, but
I think it's a 3-way with the Seahawks, Falcons, and us, and somehow the Falcons. They probably have a better conference record or something.
yeah,
Common
big time.
games, but
But yeah, if you guys have anything else to say about Jimmy Butler's historic trade to the Sixers. Chime on in. But we are going to
Imagine
switch.
that Sixers game tonight. It's going to be fucking lit.
Well, I think it's in Memphis.
Well, even so, if there's Sixers fans there, I mean, Twitter's going to be lit then, you know?
It's going to be phenomenal. We are going to switch guard to the Philadelphia Eagles because you know what? We got Jimmy Butler. The whole league should be scared if you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan. But the Eagles have a big game tomorrow. The Dallas Cowboys, who got absolutely destroyed on Monday Night Football against the Tennessee Titans. And they're coming here with a vengeance, a must-win game for them. It's going to be cold as fuck tomorrow. How do you see this game playing out, and what are your ultimate results?
So it is Cowboys week. Anytime it's Cowboys week, except for like last year, the end of the season where it didn't matter. It's always a big game. It's our first Sunday night game here at the Link in 5 years. Usually this game's in Dallas on Sunday night. I know you said a couple weeks ago this was an automatic lock, and now I'm almost in that mind frame. I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout. I've heard 34-10, 35-17, whatever. I think you win by 10 points.
Right.
But this Dallas team, I picked them to win on Monday night, and I fucking almost felt embarrassed for them. That's how bad they played because they had opportunities to win that game. I don't think Tennessee is still a good team at all, and they fucking blew it. That was a game they needed, and this game is just – we might be able to put them out of their misery.
Well, this is how I see it, guys. This is going to test the character of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, for the Philadelphia Eagles, you're pretty much playing with house money, in my opinion.
How do you lose at home?
Exactly.
By what, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, it was 14. If you're the Philadelphia Eagles, you have absolutely no pressure on you this Sunday. You know what the Cowboys are coming into. You know that the Cowboys are going to try to take your heads off. But at the same time, you're playing at home, you're playing in the cold, and you know the Cowboys just look like ass. And that's where I'm a little bit concerned. Just a little bit.
Well, I do think it's concerning that every media member thinks this is just going to be a runaway.
Yeah,
but
no.
you can't blame them because of how bad the Cowboys looked.
Yeah.
But we're not playing our best football. Even that Jacksonville game, we only won by, 4 or 5 points. Yeah. You know, we didn't look spectacular. This isn't the Super Bowl team.
Yeah, now we did pick up Golden Tate, which was a huge pickup. I loved Howie Roseman for that pickup. But at the same time,
he hasn't played a snap yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Got some, Ralphie?
Yeah, Woj just tweeted this out. So going on with the Jimmy Butler whole contract situation, Sixers and Butler aren't allowed to enter into a contract negotiation or agree on an extension yet, but bearing of physical issues or Butler failing to fit into the Embiid and Simmons dynamic, both sides are optimistic on a long-term future. Sixers will be paying a steep price for a rental.
Yeah. Well, wait, who said a steep price for a rental? It wasn't a steep price. All right, let's just be real here. You're getting
unless you're a Sario diehard, right?
Yeah, Darich. Fuck. I'm having a mind for it too.
But then the weird thing is that he tweeted this out as well. Woj also said that Jimmy Butler and the Sixers are fully expected to reach a long-term deal contract this summer. League source tells ESPN.
It would be at least $25 million a year, at least. So that would mean what you would extend him 5 years, 125. With probably 65 guaranteed, possibly. That would be big.
You also have to lock up Ben, right?
We'd have to lock up Ben as well. Well, he's going to be a Laker, so it doesn't even matter. Which sucks but the writing's on the wall there because he spends most of his time in fucking L.A. with Kendall Jenner or whatever the fuck her name is.
And LeBron, right?
Yeah.
LeBron's already got his next movie appearance lined up.
Yeah, but you know what? If
Ben Simmons might play LeBron in a movie. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, one day. Be like his fucking kid. But yeah, we have some stuff over here on YouTube as well. He said, Hector says the Sixers got Butler. Yes, they did. And that's pretty much it over there. Anything over there on Facebook, Ralphie? Yeah, he's looking. But
nothing so far.
Nope. We answered everything with Greg and everything like that. So, yeah, it's a great week, great day. We have the Cowboys tomorrow. Everyone hates the Dallas Cowboys, including myself. But I made a video earlier on in the week, guys. Now, everyone says Dallas sucks. Everyone hates the Cowboys. It's the biggest rivalry in the NFL. Whether I disagree with that doesn't matter. I put out a video earlier in the week that said not our rivals. And I'll tell you this right now. The Dallas Cowboys, I understand the hate on the Dallas Cowboys. But at the same time, it's like, why? They haven't won shit in 24, 25 years now. Mm-hmm. You know, we just won a Super Bowl. So shouldn't the roles be reversed to where we're the winners and they're the losers?
Yeah, it's just the Why they hate them so much is their mindset. They
Yeah.
think they're better than everyone else. They're cocky.
Yeah, but they
you know,
suck.
procedures.
Who cares?
I mean, you saw Michael Irvin on First Take.
He was on
last
cocaine,
Monday.
yeah,
He was beating his chest.
He was on a ton of cocaine, okay? So he basically snorted like, I don't know, probably 5 lines before that show. And he
Literally.
was sweating. His
It was
face was
bad.
huge. He was sweating.
That was fucking funny, though.
It was
that
great.
Was entertaining.
It was so funny
That
because
was good television.
you know what it is? He's in denial, all right? He doesn't believe the Cowboys are ever
Literally, he fucking put it all out there, and they got choked.
He knows the
got
Cowboys
killed,
suck.
You know?
He knows the Cowboys suck, but he's in denial. So he basically wants to put it out there. He's like, this fucking team won 5 Super Bowls. They're going to be great down the road.
We're
And
up there with the Patriots and the fucking Steelers. Right?
Yeah, exactly. He was on he was on a ton of energy. So he really wanted to
Yeah,
put
he
it
was
all
a-
out
he was
there.
on a bigger
The
Red
producer,
Bull than this, right?
dude, the best part of that was the producer grabbing the napkins and just
Yeah.
putting it
I
on
think
his
they
forehead.
threw a towel. I did see that part too. Yeah.
Oh, Michael Irving, what a great guy. Anything over there on Facebook, Ralphie, or nah?
Nothing yet, but Jared Bayless is also the other person in the trade.
Who?
Jared Bayless.
Yeah, that's exactly my response.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jimmy Butler, right? We got we got Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna be fun, you know. But
What is your key to victory?
my key to victory,
Yeah.
for tomorrow,
No,
Just-
for next week.
ju-
Yeah, tomorrow.
just win. You know, just win.
Win by 1, win by 3, win by 10, win by 70.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, it's
The what's the line? 7 points now. We can check it. If it's
7.5.
Is it up to 7.5?
7.5. You know, I can't wait. Like, I can't wait for tomorrow. You know, the whole day I have my plans. All right, at 12 o'clock, I'm gonna have my first drink. I haven't drank in
A week.
a week. I plan to have my first drink at 12. At 12:30, I plan to have my second drink.
You're
At
drinking
1,
tonight too. So you will.
well, I'm drinking tonight as well.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm meeting up with a bunch of people from YouTube. But I plan to drink.
Philly night. Shout out to the Philly night.
Yeah, shout
you
out.
know.
I plan to have my schedule tomorrow for the drinks. All right, and by 8 o'clock, I'm done. All right, and then I'm ready to go. So I know the place is gonna be rowdy tomorrow. It's gonna be cold, like I
It's a
said,
blackout too. Don't
and it's a
forget
blackout.
that.
Do not forget to wear your black jerseys, and
Or your black hoodies.
or your black hoodies,
your
or your
black-
black shoes,
black
black
pa-
underwear.
black parka, right? It's gonna be fucking cold.
Yeah,
Black
exactly.
Calvin Klein, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you just be loud tomorrow. That's all we need. I don't care if we win.
Is it a must win? In my opinion, it is
Are
because
you
you gotta
fucking
win,
kidding
you gotta win the next game. I've heard that this week. Is it a must win
Of course it
for
is.
the Eagles?
If you don't win tomorrow, you're done. You're it's a wrap. You lose to the Cowboys,
That just lost to the
who
Titans
just lost to the Titans.
by 14 at home.
You go to the Saints, and you think you're gonna beat them?
You think we're gonna beat the Saints?
I think
hear
we're
that-
at
we
this
talked about that
at
pre-
this all right. At
the
this stage right
pre-show.
now, I think we can beat the Saints because of the Golden Tate pickup.
I think we have a better shot against the Rams than the Saints.
really.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because the Saints just beat the Rams.
Okay,
by
so
10,
what?
10 points at home.
All right, so what? You have the Saints playing the Cincinnati Bengals this week. If they win that game, they'll be like, "Oh, we're on a winning streak. We're going back home. We're gonna face the Eagles."
Well, they haven't won a game. They haven't lost a game since week 1.
Who? The Saints?
Yeah.
They lost to Tampa Bay. Yeah, I remember
that
that.
was week 1.
Yeah, they got blown out.
That was pretty much August. You know, beginning of September.
Yeah, but now we have. What the fuck was I about to
Because
say?
you think the Rams are so good, right? You think they're the best team in
I
the
do.
league.
I think they're an
Even
amazing
after the
team.
loss last
Yeah.
week, the defense got exposed. They
Yep.
were down by what, 14, 17 points at one point?
Yep.
One time.
Yep. I could see us beating the Saints. I really can. I don't see us beating the Rams.
I could see us beating any team at home, on the road, in the whatever that fucking dome's called now, Superdome.
The Superdome, Mercedes-Benz Dome, whatever the shit
Yeah,
bowl.
it's, they fucking keep changing the name. I don't think we have a chance.
You don't think we have a
That's
chance?
just like a guarantee. That's a lock. That was a loss beginning of the season, middle of the season. It's a loss now for me for the Saints.
You don't think we have a chance in that game?
I don't.
Wow.
That's a guaranteed loss for me.
Oh,
Against
shit.
Drew Brees and all those receivers, Michael Thomas on Jalen Mills. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, going back to
Especially if they had Dez too. Another someone else to worry about.
it's possible. But going
Well,
back
now they don't
to
have
if you
Dez.
think we're going to sweep the division.
I don't.
No.
It's way too. We've only done that like what, once or twice in our history.
Yeah.
In fucking 50-something years.
Yeah.
Since they've made the NFC East.
Guys, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. We are going to kick the shit out of this division. We are going to sweep this division that they're going to want. We're going to sweep this division so badly that they're going to want to forfeit these fucking games, man. I'm telling you right now, we're going to fucking kick the shit out of all of our opponents. We are going to win this game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a blowout. I really do.
But you have concerns, you said.
I have concerns, but
It's
I
gonna
think it's
be a
going to be a
blowout.
blowout. I have
How could you have
concerns.
concerns if it's going to be a blowout?
I have concerns because everyone's calling it a blowout. But I'm actually agreeing with everyone for once. I don't.
Yeah, I
see
agree
how,
too. I mean,
I don't see how Dallas comes into Philly and beats us. I don't see it. They have Amari.
especially on primetime games, we've somehow been really good on primetime.
Yeah, we have.
Lately. I don't think the last time we lost a primetime game was before last year.
Yeah,
So
exactly. What are your keys to the game?
my keys to the game: offense, start fast, score a lot of points.
Mhm.
Right, score over 30, and you should be able to win.
Right.
Dak does not scare me. None of their receivers scare me, including Amari Cooper. This is the #1 rush defense in the league, so Zeke really shouldn't be a problem. He's going to get, 50, 60 yards, something like that. So tell me how they score more than 20, 25 points.
I got 2 words for you. Amari Cooper.
No, he does not scare me at all.
He doesn't scare you?
No.
No, me either. I just said that to see your reaction.
No. No
Yeah.
reaction to Amari Cooper.
Nah, not whatsoever. Let's go over here on All right, Cole P19 said Eagles are beating the Saints. I agree. Cole P.
Did you watch the Saints last week? Have you watched them
I
all
did
year?
watch the Saints.
They're
last
the best team in the league.
So
They're
what?
the best team in the league.
Week. So what? We'll be ready to play. We're gonna outscore them.
All right, I'll be watching.
Yeah, you will. Be. I
I
hope
will
you're
be
watching.
watching.
I hope you and Ralph you're watching.
Yeah.
Then we come back the next Saturday and say I was right. All right, and then he said, Cole P said we're winning both games, the Rams and Saints. Now that's a hot take.
I'm have us beating the Rams in LA. We did it last year. Wentz's return game where he got hurt. I
Yeah.
definitely have that as a win. But dude, the Saints are no. That's a loss for
Why is
me.
everyone scared of the Saints? Like, I mean, I watched these
Because
games.
we just
They
fucking
put-
we
all
just
right,
lost to the
They
Titans.
put up a ton of points.
just
I get
lost
it.
to the
It doesn't matter. I
Panthers.
called the Titans a loss.
What
I
about
called.
the Panthers? They just got fucking blown out 51
We didn't
to
score
20.
enough. We didn't score
We
enough.
know that. So we're gonna score enough against the Saints.
Yes, because we have Golden
Saints
Tate now.
100% better defense.
We have Golden Tate now. We have
And
more weapons.
Golden Tate's. You act like Golden Tate's Jerry.
He's
Rice.
amazing.
He's not Jerry Rice. He's
Golden
not Terrell
Golden Tate
Owens.
is going to be amazing on this team. I don't think you understand that.
No, I know
he was
he's a very
playing
good
on the
player,
Detroit
but
fucking Lions.
He's not a #1 receiver.
He's a very good wide receiver.
He's very good, but he's not. He's being a little overrated right now.
No, he's not.
He's being overrated.
All right, and Final Flash says, I made a video the other day and said I was concerned about the Cowboys D line, but I read last night they have a few linemen out. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they're probably suspended, injured. What else is new with that team, right?
Exactly. They should just get rid of their franchise, to be honest with you. And Cole P says, and so what? Saints don't have a defense. Thank you.
They do have a defense.
And the Rams don't either. It depends. They're off and on. The Rams have more of a defense than the Saints do.
I disagree. Completely
Oh,
disagree.
my God.
Especially at New Orleans. There was a shootout that game.
Yeah, it was a shootout because
And
both
they
of
were
the
up,
offenses
they
are
were,
juggernauts.
And what was the score at halftime?
It's like I don't know. It was
Saints-
definitely it was
Saints
like
by
40. It was
yeah,
49.
Saints by 14 at halftime.
Yeah, it was a combined 49. But and then Timmy's coming back on that D line. Also true. It's gonna be fun to watch. Anything over there on Facebook?
Tommy chimes in and says, Butler's in the house. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
I agree. So, what is your score prediction tomorrow? Ultimately,
My score prediction, I will say Eagles 31, Cowboys 14.
31-14. Huh? I can see this going one or two ways. All right, absolute blowout, 38-7, or
Come down to a field goal.
come down to a field goal. Yeah. I could see one or two ways. It's not going to be in between. It's not going to be like by 10 points. It's not going to be like
The Cowboys have played, like you said, historically, they've always beat us in Philly. And even last year, what was that score at halftime in Dallas? Like 9-7?
it's 9-7.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
And we whooped the shit out
Yeah,
of
then
them.
it was, 38-9
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
How's that
But
even happen?
this team, I think they're just in turmoil. Dak they're just shook. They don't have any playmakers. The offensive line is not what it was.
Mhm.
This team does not scare me at all.
Right.
And they just lost to the fucking Titans.
Yeah. You have a point, but we also lost to the fucking Titans.
Yeah, I don't. I just whatever. At least it was on the road, and the defense just fell apart, and the offense too because they stopped scoring. But
Yeah. But yeah,
we're a new team now, Golden Tate, like you said, right?
Yeah, that
It's
one
all
player, yep.
Golden Tate's gonna fix everything.
Golden Tate's going to fix all the dreams. Champagne wishes and caviar dreams for the
No,
Eagles this
I
year.
do like Golden Tate. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I think he's being a little overrated right now, just a little bit.
Come on.
He's a slot
You're
receiver.
such a hater.
He's a slot receiver. He's not Alshon Jeffrey. All right. He's not Antonio Brown. He's not Julio Jones.
Golden
You
Tate
know?
has almost 600 receiving yards this year.
I think he's got, 3 touchdowns, 600 receiving yards.
I thought I saw
Yeah,
5.
About 3 or 5, something like that.
3 or 5. It's a little bit off. All right, and Dave Roska says Rams came back to tie it. They should have won last Sunday in New Orleans. I agree,
No.
but they didn't.
No, they should not have won. I'm telling you, the Saints are gonna be they're gonna be reckoned with.
Danny Travis says Zeke is overrated. Any thoughts on that?
Zeke is overrated, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he was on another team. He would be fucking. He could be the next Adrian Peterson,
Right.
next Eric Dickerson. You know,
It's possible.
but he's in a shit show. He's in the circus.
Huge shit show. Okay, I don't even know what that means. Eagles 38-3 over Dallas and
Could have.
Rams 38-0 over Seattle.
Seattle's playing better. You
Yeah.
got to put some respect on Russell Wilson's name. We'll do our game by game picks too in a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, we're definitely gonna get that down.
So
But yeah, guys, just tomorrow it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a really fun day. I don't like waiting the whole day.
Eagles Cowboys games are always fun. I know you say it's not a rivalry, but when we get on the field,
Of course, dude.
These
Of course,
two-
it's a rivalry. I just don't view it as that because they haven't won anything in 20+ years. Like I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, we just won the Super Bowl and it took us fucking 50+ years. But I mean,
yeah, but look at this. Like you can even say Steelers Bengals. Somehow that's a rivalry, and the Bengals have fucking sucked for how long? You
well,
know?
because it's always vicious when they play. Like it's violent.
well, here, what do we have here? It's like shit talking. You know, between
It's
the
nothing.
players.
Whenever they play,
the
it's like
fucking players have talked shit all week. Jason Kelsey.
it's like a Powerpuff game. Like
you
it's
know?
just it's whenever they play, there's no violence.
Well, there's not that much violence in the league anymore, anyways. But
There could be. I mean, you see the Ravens and Steelers.
well, you
every
saw
year.
Eric Reed with that shot on Big Ben.
I thought that was a
too.
good hit. Like I thought that. I didn't think it was a clean hit, but I don't like Ben Roethlisberger, so I'm okay with what he did.
Why don't you like him?
Why don't I like? Look up everything that happened with Ben
Yeah, I know. I
Roethlisberger.
think he just has a checkered past, but he's in a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
2 Super Bowl, 2-time
Is he?
champion. Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat the Seahawks. And
No, but is he a Hall of Famer?
he won 2 Super Bowls as a quarterback?
Yeah.
Doesn't that qualify for a Hall of Fame or no?
Well, Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls as a quarterback.
I mean, yeah, that's like the rare exception.
Yeah.
Look at any other quarterback who's won 2,
Yeah.
and they're a guaranteed Hall of Famer. I mean, Eli's gonna get in it anyways because
Well,
of those 2 fucking Hail Mary
Well,
throws.
Nick Foles might have 2 rings.
Let me just shut my eyes and chuck the ball down the field.
Nick Foles might have 2 rings.
He could if he for another team. Who's gonna pick him up? Jacksonville.
No, he
next
could have
year?
2 rings this year because he'd get a ring for being on the team.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
But people don't view it that way for what I mean. It makes sense not to view it that
Wentz
way. But
Wentz has a ring for being on the team.
yeah, but no one. People say, "Oh, Wentz hasn't played a playoff game yet." So
Wentz hasn't played a playoff game yet.
I'm saying people don't view him as are they gonna say 2-time champion or 1-time champion for Wentz if he wins this year?
2-time. They're gonna say 2-time because he was on the team. But technically, if you're talking about rings, he's gonna be his first if he wins the Super Bowl.
Mm.
That's how I view it. Maybe I'm different. I don't know. Danny Travis says Eli's 7 all-time in yards and TDs. But yeah, look at his record. It's almost a losing record for his career,
All time.
all time. So yeah, that's
And the interceptions got to be up there too, right?
yeah, they're really up there.
But that happens when you play for a long time. But he did have some. I mean, look at this fucking year. It's really a disgrace.
Yeah.
They can't even beat the Raiders, the 49ers. Like,
Nope.
come on, dude.
Exactly. They can't beat any of these teams. You know, it's
They did play Atlanta tough on that Monday night, but then they got who did they just get wiped out by? Didn't they just lose?
they just
They
lost.
got lost to the Redskins.
Yeah, they lost to the Redskins.
And
Then they were
then-
on the bye week. They were on the bye week the same week we
I
were.
feel like I picked them for a game and they just got annihilated.
You picked them against the Redskins.
Yeah, I did, and that was that was stupid. But
I picked the Redskins.
yeah, I
but-
picked the Redskins. You picked the Cowboys in that couple weeks back. So
Yeah. So
that's not here or there.
so it
right?
evens out. Yeah.
Touche, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna go on to our weekly picks.
Pull that up for you.
Yeah,
real
pull
quick.
that up because we're gonna beat the Cowboys tomorrow, guys. You shouldn't be concerned about that. It's going to happen, and just let it happen, Cowboys, because it's gonna just
Yeah, just
run.
fall apart. Jason Garrett will be fired next week, right?
No, he won't.
Yeah,
Kidding me?
it'll take a couple games. If they go 3-9, 3-8, I think that's when he might pull the plug.
Yeah, but who would they replace him with?
Whoever, Scott Linehan.
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips?
They'll bring Wade Phillips back.
I've
That'd
heard,
be great,
I've
right?
heard Jim Harbaugh.
Bill Parcells.
I've heard Jim Harbaugh in the last week.
Jim Harbaugh would.
Or who's that other coach?
Would he leave Michigan for
Who's
Dallas?
the other coach? What's his name? Lincoln Riley? Or what's his
Lincoln
name?
Riley?
Yeah.
Nebraska?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Oklahoma.
All right, let's get to our Week 10 picks of the NFL season. We have the 7-1 Saints traveling to the 5-3 Cincinnati Bengals. The line is 5.5. Saints are favored by.
Upset. Cincinnati
Oh,
Bengals.
fuck out of here.
Absolute
fuck
mortal
outta
lock
here.
of an upset.
Why are you
The
a,
New
why
Orleans
are you a
Saints.
Saints
Listen,
hater all of a
the
sudden?
New Orleans Saints
This is-
beat one of the best teams I've ever seen last week
They're not
out
one
of
of the best
sheer
teams.
luck. All right, they had a bunch of turnovers. The Los Angeles Rams had a bunch of turnovers,
Ralphie,
key
are you listening
turnovers.
to this?
All right, and I'm telling you right now, take this to the fucking bank. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to beat the New Orleans Saints tomorrow, and then the Saints are going to go back to New Orleans, and then they're going to get whooped by the Philadelphia Eagles. Take to the fucking bank.
Well, I disagree with both of those picks. So,
All right, that's fine.
this Bengals team who got destroyed by Kansas City on Sunday night.
It happens.
Couple
They were in
weeks
Arrowhead.
back.
Now they're at home.
Yeah, but they couldn't even compete. It was
So?
a fucking wipeout.
So,
The Saints will destroy the Bengals.
you sure about that?
They will destroy the Bengals. The Bengals play like shit against elite teams like the Chiefs and Saints. This game probably won't even be close by the fourth quarter.
Oh my god.
Saints are favored by 5 points on the road,
So
so they're gonna win by.
that's less than a touchdown, right?
They're gonna win by 5. That's still almost a
They're
blowout.
not gonna win by 5. They're gonna lose this game. What do you think, Ralphie?
What game's this?
Cincinnati versus Saints.
I got Cincinnati on an upset.
Are you serious?
Oh, look
shit.
at that!
Uh,
There we go.
Just some-
Someone's smart. I
Just-
love it.
Just some Saints haters.
No, it's the truth. They're coming off of a huge win. They're gonna have a letdown. That's usually what happens in the NFL.
Bengals are not that good. I will take the Saints to roll over the Marvin Lewis
And he
Cincinnati
thinks it's an
Bengals.
easy pick. All
Next
right.
game, Falcons Browns. This is
What a
at,
great game.
at Cleveland.
What's the line on that?
Atlanta by 6, which is kind of low, right?
It's a little low.
Atlanta will win.
Yeah, they'll win.
Cleveland has no head coach, no future,
Cleveland sucks.
bury into the ground.
Someone had them winning 8 games earlier in the year, then it completely went to
someone,
shit.
someone in the studio. We won't mention the name, right?
Yeah, 8 wins. Think about that. Cleveland and 8 wins.
And
just
it's a
doesn't
shame
fit.
because the Browns were playing well in the beginning. Baker Mayfield had some highs, and now he's really regressed the past couple weeks.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
They haven't won a game since I can't even tell you. Next game, kind of an interesting game. Both of these teams with a win would stay alive in their division race. Jags, Colts.
Jags-
in Indianapolis. Indy's favored by 3, so this is a pick.
Is Leonard Fournette coming back?
I have no idea, but Blake Bortles has been playing like shit, and Andrew Luck has like I think he's like the second highest passer rating in the league right now or
Yeah.
something like that. But I'm taking the Jags. Still this elite.
What's the line?
I just told you Indy by 3.
Indy by 3?
Yeah.
Give me Indy.
I'm taking the Jags. Jags need to win. If the Jags don't win, this could get ugly.
Nah, it's a pure lock. That line tells me it's a pure lock. Because if anyone in their fucking mother thinks that the Jaguars are better than the Colts, well, on paper,
They are better than the Colts.
on paper they are.
By
but-
far, the Colts are one of the worst
But
teams on paper.
but
in
on the money
league.
line, let me ask you a question. On the money line, would you risk 150 to win 100 on the Colts?
No.
Okay, there you go. There's your answer. No one's going to pick that. They're going to pick the value. So what Vegas is going to do is they're going to have people pick the underdog value, and then the Colts are going to win, and everyone's going to lose their money.
Yes.
That's how Las Vegas
That's
works.
your Vegas line lesson of the
That's
day.
one of the
right?
easier picks of the week.
I'm taking the Jags though. Jags need it. They need to win to to have any hope alive.
Yeah.
To catch the Texans. So I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah, Colts.
Next game, Lions and Bears. Oh my! Sunday 1:00. Bears by 6.5. Bears are rolling. They've beaten some shitty teams.
They were
but,
my dark horse playoff
but
team.
they are on a run. And the Lions, honestly, after that Patriots win, haven't done shit. I'm taking the Bears at
Me
home.
too. We agree on one.
Hopefully we can just get rid of this one.
Ralphie, what do you think about that
I
one,
would-
actually?
The
Bear-
Lions and the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Bears.
Yeah.
The Bears.
The Bears.
All right, Cardinals, Chiefs. This should be quick.
Gee.
The line actually went down to 16.
That's
and
it?
16 and a half. It was at 17. Chiefs will
Yeah, they'll win.
destroy that awful team. Patriots, Titans, 1:00. New England by 7.
Ooh. Patriots, Titans in Tennessee?
This is in Nashville.
Patriots.
I'm taking the Patriots too. Should be fairly easy.
Should be a fun one.
Just not. I mean, it could be close, but Patriots the better team. Interesting game for us. The NFC East. Somehow they're still leading, but they're so fucking beat up. Everyone's like, they don't even get talked about. The Washington Redskins at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay by 3. It's in Tampa, but they still got Alex Smith, the Redskins. I think the Redskins hold on and win this game. Tampa's not that good.
Give me Tampa.
I know they've been explosive, but the Redskins, they got to win some of these games because, I mean, they could fall completely
dude.
apart.
You know what? I'm being completely honest with you. I had the Redskins.
You thought they were good, right?
Yeah, I did, but they had like 4 crucial injuries this week.
On the O-line.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to give Alex Smith a bunch of time. With that being said, it's supposed to be warm down there, and he's getting warm weather, as Ralphie brought up earlier in the year. This is a tough one, but I'm going to pick the home team. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going with the Redskins. I'll be happy if they lose so we can get another game. Actually, we'll be tied for first if we win our game. But I'm just going with the Skins. Sucky game, Bills at the Jets. Both quarterbacks, this is like the battle of the
Jets.
backups. It's Josh McCown versus Nathan Peterman.
Jets.
At MetLife. Jets are favored
Jets by 40.
Yeah, Jets are favored by 7. I will take the Jets, too. And that'd be the worst game of the
They
year.
made a highlight reel on Nathan Peterman.
He's just maybe the worst quarterback ever, right?
No, they showed his good plays. It lasted a complete 50 seconds.
Yeah, has he thrown a touchdown yet?
I don't.
And he's
3.
played-
He has 3.
He's played like a decent amount of games now, like 8 games at least.
Yeah.
Watch this game be like 40-37 somehow.
Yeah, probably.
Probably not. Chargers Raiders.
Chargers.
Chargers by 10. The Raiders are a dumpster fire. It's a shame because I thought they could be like 8-8.
Oh, they're gonna be good next year.
But this has a 1-15 team, maybe 2-14 written all over it.
Yep.
Chargers are rolling.
Yep. They're my dark horse to win the AFC.
I don't think they're better than the Chiefs.
Yeah, you told me that.
But they're going to make the playoffs, so they got a chance. And once Joey Bosa comes back, beware.
Yeah.
No Joey Bosa, and they're still
Be very.
they're going to be
fucking
they're
aware.
going to have 7 wins after this game. 7-2.
Yep.
Who would have thought
They
that?
have Keenan Allen. They have Melvin Gordon. They have Phillip Rivers. They have a good team.
Imagine if it's Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees in the Super Bowl, 2 quarterbacks that could retire within the next year.
That'd be fun.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. But I want to see Carson Wentz in there.
So do I. I'm just throwing that out there. Dolphins Packers. This game's at 4:25 for some reason. You are like the biggest Packers
Dolphins
hater.
Packers.
This is America's game of the
What's
week.
the line?
Green Bay by 10. That's surprising. I'm taking the Packers. They need to win or it's over.
Take the Dolphins on the spread, but outright take the Packers.
Packers need to win, you know.
It's too many points.
And Aaron Rodgers needs to show up and, pull out a fucking miracle again. Do something. Right?
Aaron Rodgers choked last week.
I had didn't we both have the Packers?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we did. And then the fucking key turnover at the end of the game with the running back. I don't even know his name. He's probably gone now. But
What, against the Rams or the
no, against the Patriots. The second week in a row,
Yeah,
a game turns around because of a turnover.
and they could have
second week in a row.
both those games against probably the 2 of the best teams.
No,
in
you
the
had
league.
Adam Thielen turning the ball over against the Saints. That completely turned the game around.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Then you had
Rams
the Green Bay Packers. The running back fumbles the ball and it completely turned the game around. Like, it's like, I don't know what these teams don't get. Cover up the fucking football. It's football 101,
Mm-hmm. Seahawks Rams. LA by 9. This is in LA.
Seahawks, Rams.
Yeah,
Gotta go with the
Yeah,
Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah.
Seahawks, it'll be a good fight, but Rams are hungry after that loss.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are an average team. Oh, the best game of the week. ESPN Monday Night Football. The 1-7 New York Giants at the 2-7
San Fran.
49ers.
San Fran, Nick Mullins is a fucking stud. And I knew it ever since he started. That's why I started him on fantasy.
San Fran by 3.5. I will go with the Giants.
Oh, my God.
In this
Here we go.
game, I am picking the Giants. Can the Giants? They got to get a win somewhere. Are they gonna go 1-15?
Ralphie, what do you think?
Giants and 49ers?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What a terrible Monday night.
What a shit show, right?
49ers, please.
The 49ers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking the Giants, and I guess this would be an upset if the Giants win,
Well,
right?
yeah, they're the road underdog because they fucking suck.
They are they're just shit. Like, they're like, can they beat anyone? That's where
No,
we're
they
at.
can't. And to make matters worse, you're going to have fucking Jason Witten and crew in the booth.
Trying to
So you
build
might as well
up.
just blow your fucking
Yeah,
brains
they're trying
out.
to build up Eli, so 2-time.
No, it's
Super Bowl
stupid.
champion,
Do you hear
right?
him talk?
What about Booger McFarland? Are you a fan of?
Dude, let me tell you something about Booger McFarland, all right? He's sitting here in this
Yeah,
rise.
he's probably he's probably got heaters right next to him.
No, but
he does.
imagine like him blocking people in Philly, how that's gonna hold out.
Oh,
like,
God.
my
Might
God.
get something thrown at him.
Yeah,
That's
he's gonna get like
fucked up.
a beer thrown at him and be
Let's
like,
be-
Philly fans
Yeah,
ruined set
let's
of.
be classy for that,
Yeah, don't block people's view. ESPN was complete savages over this. They knew that they're blocking people's views with that, so they put a TV behind it so you could see.
That's fucking nuts.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, and then the last game, our game, the best game of the week because the Eagles are playing in it. Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles by 7. We already made our predictions. Eagles,
7.5 now.
It still says 7 on here, but this is ESPN. Eagles.
Got birds.
Ralphie, what's your prediction on the Eagles Cowboys?
A blowout, 38-10.
38 to 10.
That's what I had on Wednesday.
That's the only game that matters, so we
Yeah.
all agree on that
38
one.
to 10.
That was Week 10 picks
Week
of
10.
the NFL season. It's going by quick.
I just think that Dak stinks.
Yeah.
Dak stinks, and I think we can bottle up Ezekiel.
You
Elliott.
were a Dak. I mean, I respected Dak his rookie year, but you thought Dak was adequate.
I don't
right?
think Dak Prescott stinks. I'm on the other end. I think Dak Prescott is a system QB, but you have to give him the right play calling, and you have to give him time to throw
Yeah,
the
I think
ball.
the O-line is a big underline. The people aren't talking about it as much. That's a really big problem there
Yeah.
too.
His accuracy was never really there.
And they don't have no security blanket and Jason Witten anymore.
No.
You
So
know?
I mean, you can't really dump it off. But yeah, I was looking at his rookie highlights, and he
even-
looks completely different.
Even with Zeke though, you think they would have some more balance and it would make it easier. But I mean,
Yeah.
Zeke's kind of been flown under the radar too. I mean, they obviously a losing team, but
Yeah.
you'd think Zeke would get his yards and touchdowns still. But
Whoever has him on fantasy is probably pissed off right now.
who's Zeke? Yeah,
Yeah.
Zeke's probably like a first overall pick. Shit, you know,
Someone asked who the Browns' new head coach is.
Greg Williams, right?
Greg Williams,
the defensive
the
coordinator.
Bounty Gate guy.
Is that him? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. They're in a wreck. You know. And
Yeah, at least like keep Todd Haley just for the season. But I guess they
they fired him
I know that, but I don't know why they didn't keep him.
because
Because they
because
wanted to
he's
send
a
a
joke.
message or
he's
whatever.
a joke.
I mean, he was better than nothing, right? Now they don't.
No,
they don't
nothing. Nothing's better.
Yeah, I guess that's what they went with, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because then you get a draft pick regardless. So at that point, nothing's better.
I guess, but it could ruin Baker. You know.
Fuck Baker. You know, I said that guy was a scrub. He is, but no one wants to listen to me. I'm just here to talk. That's all I do. I told everyone Baker Mayfield's a
would-
bust. He had one good week, and everyone's like,
That
"Oh,
would-
I was right." And no, you weren't. He
That would
sucks.
really just. Would that be the final dagger, or are the Browns already dead if Baker's a bust? Would that
I just don't know how you pick Baker Mayfield first overall.
over Sam Darnold?
I don't understand it. You know, Sam Darnold is
Yeah,
not
how
looking.
is Baker the answer, but not Carson Wentz, not Patrick Mahomes, not Deshaun Watson?
Well, let me tell you,
right?
I'll be honest with you. If the Browns picked Carson Wentz, he would not be as good as he is right now. He wouldn't be. They would have destroyed him.
They'd be competitive, and Hugh Jackson would probably still have a job.
No, they would have destroyed him like they do every other quarterback.
You think so?
Yeah. It's not a good franchise over there, at all.
Well, clearly.
It's not.
Well, clearly they're 1-15 and 0-16 the
Yeah.
past 2 years. Besides this year, they got 2 wins.
Yeah, they should just move away. You know, move to
Just didn't they suspend or they closed it down once? Just do it again, right?
yeah, Art Modell. Yeah, people egged his house after he did it. It's kind of rude.
Well, they
but
moved to Baltimore, so at least they were smart. Somebody was smart to get the hell out of there.
Move to San
right?
Diego. San Diego Browns. There you go.
Cleveland could be rough for a while. You got the Cavs now with nothing there.
Yeah.
You got the Browns,
San Diego Browns.
San Diego Browns, or St. Louis Browns, right?
Yeah. And one of those teams could use another team, you know. The other team ditched them, so.
Mhm.
Anything else over there on Facebook or nah?
Nothing so far.
Oh, that's good. All right. So, what do you think? Do you think the weather will play a big factor tomorrow in the game?
I don't.
No.
I think both these teams have already played cold games for the most part. I'm trying to think of who the Cowboys have played on the road. I guess Washington. I don't know if it was that cold that day, but what's the temperature going to be like tomorrow?
It's gonna be 32. At
So
night.
about just below freezing or just at freezing.
Just that freezing.
Yeah, so I
Might
mean
snow.
it'll be cold. It's not gonna fucking snow. Even though they're predicting a lot of snow this year, but I don't think it'll play a factor. I think the better team will win. It will be the Eagles, obviously.
Yeah.
We've already listed so many factors, but the main thing comes down to I believe it does come down to Dak. Because if you have a good quarterback that can put you over the top, it really just dismisses all your other problems, and they don't have that right now. Dak, like you said, is a system quarterback. He needs everything in place to be successful, and
All right. Let me ask you a question. If they had Tony Romo back there, you think they'd be significantly better, or maybe? The same?
I think Tony Romo would be injured by now. All
Yeah.
the injuries have piled up. It's like if he was healthy, yes,
Mhm.
they'd be better. they'd probably still they would do what they do, 8-8, 9-7, knocked out of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I mean, now they might just be in the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
You know, especially if they lose this game. That's 3-6.
3-6.
That's done. That's dead.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in them.
Yeah, and Final Flash said, "I wish the Giants would suck this bad forever." I mean,
it might happen. You've already gotten this is bad.
Yeah.
This is Cleveland Browns bad. Honestly, the Browns will probably beat the Giants right now.
I don't know about that,
How good are what's the 49ers?
dude. The Browns are
2-7.
bad. Like the Browns are really fucking.
Well, those
bad.
are the two worst teams, or the Raiders, right?
No, the Browns are bad. The Browns lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
the,
Somehow
the Browns are
Browns
so
beat-
fucking bad.
Browns beat the Ravens.
Like, I know. I talk about to Ralphie like this
we need
all
like
the time,
we need a triple.
and I kind of feel like a bully, and I'm sorry, but like 8 wins for the Browns,
yeah.
like
I could see maybe.
My God.
I could see maybe 6 if you were feeling lucky that day.
yeah,
You know, but I think
maybe
I,
3.
I think I had him at like 4-12, maybe 5-11. I was being optimistic.
I had them at 2 wins, and right now they have 2 wins.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think they're gonna win another game.
they won't.
No, there's no way.
There's no one on this. I mean, they somehow beat the Ravens by a field goal.
Well,
But
it was divisional opponent, you know. And Joe Flacco had one of his bad games after a great game, so that's exactly what
I see
happened.
a triple threat: Browns, Giants, and Raiders, right, for the worst team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bills. There's a lot of shitty teams right now.
Yeah.
Bills, Jets.
Who do you think would win out of the Suckfest?
That's a good question. I guess you'd have to go with, I don't know, Cardinals maybe?
The Cardinals would win.
Josh Rosen.
Jo-
I mean, we're grasping for straws here.
We really are.
You
Like
know?
it's so bad. How do you get that bad? Like it's been a while.
I just can't believe the Giants are, they're being fucking, the 49ers who are
Yeah.
on their third string quarterback
Yeah.
are oh no, 49ers are winning. It's not even split 50-50.
Then you'll have Cop Pizzle.
You have fucking Eli, you have fucking Eli, Saquon, and Odell, and you can't beat Nick Mullins, whatever his name is.
It's because of Eli and
Well, then
Pat.
fucking
It's because of Eli and Pat Shermer. To
Well,
be
then
honest.
fucking
with
sit him. You got who's your backup? The guy that just got arrested, right? Kyle
you. Kyle
Uleta.
Oweta.
Yeah, Uleta, something like. He's got to be better than Eli, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got Colin Kaepernick on the fucking street.
Yeah,
Do
exactly. Put
something,
him in there.
You know, anybody. Trade for Nick Foles. I don't care.
No.
Give us a first.
No.
Dude, that'd be.
We're not giving Nick Foles to the Giants.
That would be a top 2 pick.
Nope. Not happening.
Ralphie, would you do that? Give Nick
Trade
Foles?
Nick Foles for the second overall pick?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
I'll drive him to New York.
Yeah,
I don't want to
seriously.
trade him to the Giants.
Now you can have Nick
Why?
Foles. You can have Nick Foles and Connor
I hate
Barwin
the
on the
Giants.
Giants.
Okay, then there you go.
I hate the Giants. I'd rather keep that fucking. I'd rather them
Just
keep the
have
pick.
him be a bench warmer, right?
Yeah.
Have him baptize people.
Yeah, because he won the Super
at the
Bowl.
practice.
He won the Super Bowl.
I know that, but we're past that, right? I'm still wearing the sweatshirt.
No, I'm
but
actually
we're
still
past-
thinking about it because I'm seeing where my team has come.
Well, I still can't believe that it actually happened. I
Yeah.
was just having another epiphany a couple nights ago, but
Yeah.
I would definitely give up for the second overall pick.
It's just weird how he fell off that quickly.
Who, Foles?
No, the team. We were such a great team last year, and now we're lackluster.
I mean, you think we could beat the Saints, so we can't be that bad.
I think we could beat the Saints because our offense got better. But when I'm thinking down the road, in primetime games, in the playoffs, when these defenses are better, no, I don't think we can. You know.
Time will tell.
Yeah, I think we could beat the Saints, but the Rams would be a tough test because their defense is hit
It's
or miss.
easier to play in L.A. than at the Superdome.
Well, you have Carson Wentz going back to the Coliseum where he tore his knee out.
Yeah, you think that's gonna happen again?
I mean, he'll have flashbacks for damn sure. Be like, oh, that was the spot where I tore my knee.
Yeah, they won. Well, then you have Foles to come in again and do it all
True.
over again, right?
Very true. I didn't think about that. Very true.
Cinderella story repeats itself.
Nicky Foles.
Right?
Let me ask you a question.
You know the funny thing is, people,
Fair question.
You know what's funny?
Fair
Wait,
question.
let me tell you something.
All right.
People would still doubt Foles again. They would do it. They would literally the whole thing.
Okay, this is a fair question.
They would
This
be the
goes out to
underdogs
everybody.
in every game.
Ralphie, this goes to you too. Fair question. If Wentz somehow got hurt again, okay?
Okay,
No,
you're
I'm serious.
Really, this is not on this Jimmy Butler day and
No, I'm just saying.
really
If
bringing
Wentz
this up,
somehow got
it's
hurt
supposed
again.
to be a happy day.
No, listen. If Wentz somehow got hurt again, I'm not saying he's going to, but if Wentz somehow got hurt again and Nick Foles was on another run, would people root against him?
No, because he's a Philadelphia Eagle. He's playing.
What do you think?
Now, no. They
No?
won it just because he won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Because we won the Super Bowl. No.
People weren't rooting against him last year.
Dude, people are saying that he deserves no credit for the Super Bowl, on Twitter.
Yeah, those are trolls.
he's saying, "Oh, Wentz won us the Super Bowl." Like, no,
Come on, you're smarter than that, Kyle.
Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus.
Maybe not all the credit, but he deserves like 80%.
Nah, 60. I mean, to win the big game,
The defense didn't do shit.
to win the big game,
It
you
takes
have
to
to
have a
outduel Tom
team.
Brady, and Foles was
So I'm saying-
dynamite that
So I'm
night.
saying he deserves 80% of the.
I don't think Wentz would have played like Foles that night. Do you?
We'll never know.
We'll
unless
never-
unless the Patriots make it back, which probably will happen.
They
The way
could
they're
happen.
playing now.
Yeah,
Who's gonna beat them? The Chiefs? Hell no.
I could see the Chiefs beating the Patriots if
No.
it's in Arrowhead.
They did play close in that game, but
Yeah.
Chiefs just fall apart, man, in the playoffs, especially at the end of the year. Andy Reid pulls their Andy Reid special.
It just sickens me that the Patriots are so used to winning that Bill Belichick doesn't even get excited. Like, he just stands there.
I mean, well, you know what makes me mad? Where the fuck is the competition in the AFC?
You have competition. You have the Chiefs. You have the
Steelers.
you have the Steelers. You have the Chargers. You have all
But
these
they've
teams. That,
beaten all these teams before.
the problem is playing in Foxborough. Foxborough is a tough place to play. I actually went there one time. It's loud.
It's Boston.
Yeah.
You know, it's that reputation of we show up, we win championships, and we go home.
A repeat. Yeah.
You know?
Like, it's sickening. I think they won like 15 parades in the last
So who is their biggest competition?
uh,
Chiefs or the Chargers?
Chiefs. Chiefs are the bigger.
They own the
competition.
Steelers, Texans. We actually were really high on the Texans. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like in August, we thought that could be a dark horse, but
Yeah.
I can't see them going into New England.
No, I mean, you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. You know, that's what I want the Eagles to do. At least get into the playoffs. You know, because if you don't go in there, you don't have a shot. Obviously, so
Honestly, if Jacksonville can somehow be a wild card, and you're not high on them, they have the Patriots number 2.
Of course.
So that could be
and
the
the Steelers,
Steelers.
they have the Steelers number.
No, I mean Jacksonville has New England's number.
No,
Yeah.
Jacksonville has the Steelers number.
And New England. They beat New England earlier in the year.
No, but they lost to them last year.
In the
The
that
playoffs.
that was close. That was in the championship game.
Yeah.
For me, it's probably I'd probably say the Chiefs, even though I think they're not gonna beat New England in the playoffs. I would say like Jacksonville honestly would have the best shot to
Jacksonville.
knock off New England just because of that defense. You need to get pressure on Brady.
Yeah.
Chiefs defense sucks.
Mhm.
I feel like Steelers defense is up and down. They have what? They have T.J. Watt now, but
Mhm.
maybe the Chargers, Joey Bosa, can he pull something out, make a big return?
It's possible. I mean, their brother just left school to pretty much join the NFL.
Imagine
draft.
both of them on the same team.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would be nuts. Even though they already have Melvin Ingram.
Yep.
So
But we'll see, man. Any other thoughts about the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow?
no, it's Dallas Cowboys hate week. I wish the Cowboys were to be a little bit better, or they would have won on Monday. I think this game would have been built up a little bit more.
It would have been built up regardless. It's Cowboys Eagles. You know, it's on Sunday Night
Yeah,
Football.
but people think. I'm happy. I'm happy the position we're in. I mean, I want to blow them out. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But
I will tell you right now, guys. If they do lose, I'm not going to be happy next week. I'll be on the show and I'll be like,
I don't think
yeah,
anybody will
no,
be.
I won't be.
It'll be
Happy.
an embarrassment.
That would be really embarrassing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Lose to Dallas at
Yeah.
home?
On Sunday night,
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing, especially as world champs.
and like have them 2 weeks to prepare. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Coming
what
off
about
a bye.
what about the Sproles injury? Any thought on or his re-injury? It's whatever.
It's not shocking. You know, the guy comes back and you expect him to do things. We get rid of Carter, our only punt returner, and then he gets
Well,
re-injured.
Smallwood can do punts too.
Not like
but-
Carter. Carter, that was Carter's position. Like, he was our punt return. Like, we could put Golden Tate back there.
I miss Sproles as the returner. Obviously, can't do that anymore. He's probably too old, but
Yeah, it's obvious.
we got a lot of touchdowns out of him
Yeah, we really did.
for
That
punt
was-
returns.
But yeah, I like Sproles, but the thing is, you just got to retire, man. You got to learn when to step away. This is a kid's game, and you're turning into like an elderly. So you just have to.
Well, it's the soft
You
tissue
have to go
injuries I
away.
heard this week too with these older players.
Yeah,
Like I think Haloti Nada's still banged up. you know.
he's still on the team.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Lodi fucking nada.
Who else is banged up? Corey Graham.
Yeah.
There's all these over 30. These people are way over the hill, but
Jernigan's back this week, right?
I don't know if he's back this week. I think he was practicing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they took him off injury reserve yet.
Who knows,
I
man?
don't know.
But yeah, you know.
It should be interesting to see who they bring back because they have Mac Hollins on injury reserve.
Mhm.
Jernigan, Mike Wallace he's not ruled out for the entire season, but he's probably done.
No, Mike.
With Golden Tate coming in, unless you
Yeah.
get rid of Jordan Matthews and bring back Mike Wallace, what would you do there?
Mike Wallace would stretch the field. It would definitely be an asset.
For a
But
playoff run.
yeah, it would be a
You
huge
know?
asset because he's been there before. And
I
we
think
have
you can only bring back. Who would you bring back? Mac Hollins or Mike Wallace?
Mike Wallace because he's faster. That's
and
who I'd
way
bring
more,
back.
way more experienced.
Yeah.
Even though Mac Hollins had some nice moments last year.
Everyone's high on Mac Hollins. I never really saw the big deal out of him, to be
I
honest.
think
with you.
they're high on him because he's a draft pick. You know,
Yeah.
they don't want to see like a bust.
What was he, a 4th round pick, 3rd round pick?
They might have been fifth.
Like,
Fourth
why are
fourth
people
or
big on him
fifth.
then?
I guess because he caught some touchdowns in the fucking.
'Cause he
dance.
caught some
And what's that
touchdowns?
dance he does?
The floss from Fortnite?
The floss. Isn't it the backpack?
No, it's from
something?
Fortnite.
Is it?
Yeah. They just added another game, Fortnite NFL.
Oh, the skins, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. It's just a lot of people are high on all these players that are useless and garbage, but it is what it is. And Sports Live and ATL just said, Nitro and Scotty, what's up? What's up?
going
What's
on,
up,
man?
Slitta? How you
been,
doing?
Slitta? You're probably back from the grave. The Falcons have won what, like 4 or 5 straight.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the Falcons honestly go on a big run here because they have an easier schedule, and they could be a wild card team in my opinion. They could have like 10 wins.
Yeah, and then he said he changed his name back from David in Atlanta to Sports Live and ATL.
Nice.
Yep. And yeah, when they lost in Philly, he wasn't too happy. I know
he
he
was
came in for the game.
Pissed off.
Yeah,
I was with him and someone who will not be named.
yeah,
Used to be on the show, but
yeah,
he was not happy. He was pissed.
yeah.
They were giving him a hard time. And what do you expect? You're wearing a fucking
Julio Jones jersey.
Julio Jones, or was it Matt Ryan? I can't remember.
That was Julio Jones. But no, he walked through the tailgates, and he
Did you see him that day? Because I didn't even see you that day.
No,
Or
I visited
couldn't
him
find you.
at a bar near my house.
Oh yeah, the day before.
Yeah, the day before.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. I mean, they had some pretty
Dude, he
decent
was in my
seats.
house. He took a piss in my house. In the toilet.
Yeah, he's a rock star. But
Yeah, you missed EDP that day.
I saw EDP.
I didn't see. I don't
It
know.
was
where-
hot as fuck out that day.
It was hot.
I went to McFadden's. We closed that place down, literally.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it because you were over there. I was in like lot H or P or whatever the fuck.
I had a cheesesteak at McFadden's. Let me tell you something. It was one of the worst cheesesteaks I've ever had in my life.
Well, you don't gotta worry about that anymore because they're done.
Yeah, well, that's why they're done. Their food was terrible. And then TTP Ballin says, Jimmy Butler, let's go. Let's go. And trust the process. Yep, that was what's the process is all about. Listen, it looked doom and gloom for a little bit, but we're back. So,
Oh yeah, this was
There
the
you go.
biggest move since I don't even know drafting Ben Simmons.
well, yeah, not only that, this is the biggest move, and the Lakers aren't going to make the playoffs. So, so this is actually a really good day.
You mean LeBron can't do it all by himself?
Nah, there's no way. He's getting
I
older.
mean, they got Lonzo Ball.
He has a
come
worse
on.
team around him now, and it's just
It can't be
it's not good.
It can't be LeBron, Lonzo, and Ben Simmons. That's not going to be their three.
well, Ben Simmons isn't there right now.
I'm kidding.
Dude, their core pieces are complete trash. They have Lonzo Ball, they have Kuzma.
Honestly, I kind of see like the Lakers. They were kind of like the Browns hype
Yeah,
before the season. Do you see that?
they're about the same team.
I'm just saying the hype around both those teams.
Yeah, the hype was real around the Browns and Lakers. I understood the Lakers hype because of LeBron,
They're
but
bringing the best player, but
yeah, the best player in the fucking world.
but we knew the type of team they were.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to break.
That's our cue, right? The music.
That's our cue to shut the fuck
Awesome.
up. So, all right, we're going to break. We'll talk about the Sixers Flyers on the other side of the break, and we'll be right back.
Anything goes too, right?
Yeah, anything goes.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
And we are back on this episode of the Hooligans, brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, 5 Carnegie Plaza, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 856-889-3434, www.scanzanosports.com. Go get their needs. All right, we are back, and we are here to talk about more Sixers.
More Sixers, more Jimmy Butler trade, right?
And the Flyers.
I put my hood up because it was fucking like Antarctica in the studio today.
It happens.
Yeah.
I think your phone's on.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, my bad there.
Yeah, anyway, all right. So we're going to talk more about the Jimmy Butler trade because there are people freaking out on Twitter. All right, I see all these people saying, Dario Saric, why'd you get rid of him? Because apparently Jimmy Butler is a huge cancer. Okay, some of us know this, some of us don't know this. All right, he is a cancer. All right, but you bring that cancer to a winning culture, it goes away. You know what? And that's all you need to do.
Oh, yeah, he's a megastar, like we said earlier in the show. This is the player that we needed, we wanted from the start, besides LeBron in the beginning. But this changes everything. It makes you a true contender. You can now compete with Boston. You think we're better than Boston already, but we're definitely going to compete. And we have a real chance now to reach the finals. This gives people hope.
Stop.
All you need in this city is hope,
Yeah.
and Philly, honestly, and Jimmy Butler's hope.
Yeah.
That should be the quote of the day.
Yeah, should be. That's a good fucking quote, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, no
Appreciate it.
problem. All I know is we have a better chance to make the finals than the Lakers do. And that's all. That just makes me happy.
They won't even make the playoffs. At
Nah,
this
I don't think
point.
so either. You know, they're horrible. I think LeBron James should get traded to the Sixers.
That would be an all-star team now. Jimmy Butler,
It would be unfair.
Joel Embiid, LeBron. Ben
I don't know what the
Simmons.
fuck he was thinking. All right, LeBron James, come on.
What do you mean? We know what he was thinking. It was for his future, for the movies,
For the-
Space Jam.
Yeah, I
For his
guess, but for a
kids.
basketball career, it made no sense. Like you're going,
What does he have left to prove, though?
he has nothing left to prove. He didn't want to ruin his finals record any more than it was ruined.
Yeah, but I feel like it looks better that if
So
you
he
make the
goes to a
finals,
shit flop of a team, and then I don't know. I don't
he
even
can
know
just
what he's
ride off
thinking.
into the sunset, right?
Yeah, it's garbage. Like, come on, I love LeBron James. I don't know why he went to this Lakers team.
I mean, they're
I don't know
gonna
it.
be better next year.
They suck.
There's
They're-
no way
they're
that
not,
they
no.
can't be worse. They're gonna be better next year and the year after that.
They're terrible. They're so bad that Jack Nicholson thought about giving away season tickets, and that guy loves the Lakers.
Well, why wouldn't LeBron just retire then? You know,
He wants to make money. He's making $155 million a year over 4 years, I think.
just to be the grandpa of the team, right?
Yeah, exactly. The rocking chair for
The
everybody.
the private jet, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, sometimes we do this because
I mean, you can't
just
blame,
to try to trigger Ralphie, but
can't-
sometimes it doesn't work.
I mean, you can't blame LeBron. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I know having LeBron James on your team would be fun, but
Especially if he was motivated by young talent, a
Yeah.
winning culture.
right,
You know, I mean, the Lakers haven't won in years.
yeah,
You know,
they haven't won since 2010.
so
Yeah.
that's a long time ago. That's
Yeah.
almost like Philly's long.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's just a shame seeing someone the best Laker of all time being put on the worst team. Like I don't like that, you know.
The best Laker of all time.
Yeah, he's the best Laker of all time.
LeBron.
Yeah, he's the best Laker of all time.
I guess no
Kobe. No.
respect there.
No. Kobe was a ball hog. That's all he did. He hogged the ball. He
I
shot
heard a
the ball.
report this week that they signed him they re-signed him to his last contract because like some networks wanted it or like something like that.
Yeah.
It's just crazy what goes on.
I mean, look, he scored 60 points in his last game ever. I mean, he shot the ball probably like 50 times.
He had a good farewell tour.
Yeah, I guess.
The game in Philly was whatever, something, right?
Yeah, it's like who cares? Okay, we got some here on not Facebook,
YouTube.
YouTube. And all right, so Chris Garland says, "You are dumb, I swear," and we don't know who he's talking about. And
Yeah.
then Slit is like, "Chris, who are you calling dumb?"
And we'll find out
We'll
momentarily.
find out
right?
momentarily. Chris Garland is a Cowboys fan, by the way, everyone. So him calling us dumb is kind of like
I think he's got his own problems to worry about.
Yeah,
And I think it's like you said, just like the Michael Irvin effect. You're in denial.
yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess it's better to be in denial than, hating your life like a Giants fan right now.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause they honestly accept it. They still root for their team for the most part, like, Bad Dog, Compizzle. But, yeah, you could be the Giants. It could be worse.
Yeah, exactly. The Giants are horrible, dude.
Cowboys could be going down that path this year at least.
Yeah, I mean, but the Cowboys are mediocre. They're not horrible, which is even worse because you're
I know,
not.
you hate that.
Yeah, I
Because
hate.
you're, like, stuck in limbo, right?
Yeah, I hate mediocrity. I'd rather my team suck. Like,
I mean, I don't want to be, like, Sixers bad, trying
Yeah.
to, like, lose games on purpose, but,
yeah. Yeah, your
Throw-
boy,
throw in the
your boy
towel.
hated that. He hated the process.
who?
Your boy.
Whose name will not be mentioned.
Yeah.
At least he's not coming tonight.
You feel he'll show up,
He'll show up.
guaranteed.
He wants to ride he wants to ride the bull with eagle speed.
Yeah.
One on the front, one on the backs. You should be on the horns, all right? That would be a trifecta right there.
Holy shit, that would break the fucking bull.
You guys get kicked out, never welcomed back.
It would break the bull so badly that it would start spinning at a rapid speed.
Imagine him flying off.
No, like trying to hold on.
He flies off, lands on a Yingling bottle, right?
Yeah.
Drinks it still.
Oh,
Gets the last drop.
and then he's like, I need a beer.
All right, enough of that. Back to sports.
Yeah. Anyway, no more bull riding.
No more bullshit.
Oh yeah, but the Flyers are playing against the Blackhawks
Yeah,
today.
go to the little Flyers talk. Your number one team.
I love the
I'm not the
Philadelphia
biggest
Flyers.
hockey fan, but I respect your Flyers.
I love the
opinion,
Philadelphia
so-
Flyers. I'm a diehard Flyers fan. I was at the game on Thursday. They played the Coyotes, and they came back in overtime. They shouldn't have ever been down, but they came
So
back.
what is the Flyers' projection? Have they gotten better since that awful playoff series last year? Or
It's
what's
too
up?
it's too early to tell because they're playing good right now, but it's not
That's
how
a long season.
it's not how you start. It's how you finish.
Hey,
you
we
know?
won't know until June, right?
Right. Yeah,
Or
when we
May.
play Pittsburgh
Yeah.
again in the first round.
We'll know in May.
Yeah.
It's fucking November.
Exactly. But hockey is year round. I love hockey.
Yeah.
You know,
Almost as much as you love fighting.
well, fighting. Who doesn't like fighting?
surprised
If
you
you don't
didn't
like
ha- I'm
fighting, you're
surpri-
just an asshole.
Surprised you didn't have a UFC recap. I'm sure you'll fit that in somewhere, right?
Well, because the card wasn't all that good, you know.
Yeah, true. But Brock Lesnar coming back, bringing that WWE title with him.
Yeah, pretty
know.
much. I think Cormier beats Brock though. Unfortunately, I don't like Cormier, but Cormier is a beast.
I could see Brock taking it.
Really?
Honestly, I
Yeah.
could.
He's been out of the UFC for like 3 years now.
Yeah, but Cormier's due for an upset.
Yeah, I
You don't
hope so.
think
I can't
so?
stand Cormier.
I mean, how long has he been champion now?
Well, double champion for almost a half year.
It's not too long, but
Yeah, but it's just it's embarrassing. I hate Daniel Cormier with a passion. John Jones beat him twice, and he just thinks he's on top of the world, but he can't beat John Jones, so he's not anything special, you know. But how did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. I'm a big, like I said, wrestling fan, so it was interesting to see the different perspective, different side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But who doesn't like seeing knockouts? You
Yeah.
know, inside a cage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely a good setup. We had sat there for 6 hours, so that was the only thing I wasn't a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather see like more, like you said, a better card, more big time matchups. But it's definitely a good experience.
Yeah,
I'd probably do it again if it comes to Philly, but it'd have to be like a big draw.
yeah, like
you
Conor
know?
McGregor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun.
$2,000 tickets, right?
No, I went in what 2 years ago. It was UFC 205. Me and my buddy spent about like $800 for like the.
But even McGregor's even bigger now than he was 2 years ago.
Yes, yeah,
So
no doubt. And we got nothing on YouTube. It's dry day,
yeah, it is dry.
but you know, anything else you want to mention?
About the what? Flyers, UFC, anything.
Eagles.
Anything goes, right? Eagles.
Yeah.
So what is your okay, so what's your final record for the Eagles? Mine right now is 10-6.
10-6.
We have 4 losses. So that would actually see I have our losses to the Saints and either the Cowboys or the Redskins once, if not to the Rams,
Right.
which makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
All right, so this is how I see it. If I'm going down the list, I see the teams we could potentially lose to. And I see the Saints and I see the Rams. I think every other team we can win against besides maybe the Texans, but even that's home.
I forgot about that game. I have that game as a win, but
But that's home, you know. So if we sweep the division, we're definitely going to go to the playoffs. As probably the third.
that Texans game just gets forgot about. But the Texans are no joke.
Yeah.
You know, they're a division-leading team. That would be a great win,
Yeah.
you know.
Good game in general.
Deshaun Watson wins.
I could see us finishing 11-5. I really can. We
Only
go
losing one more.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, we
but
lose to the Saints. Not the Saints, the Rams.
I just don't trust this team yet enough to give them more than 10 wins. And 10 win. I mean, before last week's winner against Jacksonville, I mean, people were jumping ship quickly.
Yeah.
You know, we thought this was like the Titanic. You
Yeah.
know.
Literally.
So like one win against. I mean, obviously we're all fans. We want the team to do well. So one win against Jacksonville, everyone gets back on board. Especially with the Golden Tate trade, everyone's back on board.
Yeah.
But we have not yet won back-to-back games. So win this Dallas game, and then, I mean, if they win this Dallas game, people are going to be even more with their pom-poms out. So,
Right.
Which is fine. You're a fan. You know, you're allowed.
Yeah.
Just don't want to get your heart broken. You know.
I don't know. I just think this team is not very likable right now. It's just like one of these teams where
Like, who's not likable?
it's just not a likable team. Like it's not.
I just think Wentz needs to play better. I know that he has like the fumbling issue.
Yeah.
Even though his stats the past couple games have been amazing, but he threw that pick in the end zone against Jacksonville. I mean, they won the game, which is they needed to win, but it hasn't been pretty, right? It hasn't where we were spoiled last year.
You know what the problem is? People want Wentz to be so good.
Yeah, we want him to be a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, they want him to be so good. They're just like going over his they're just not remembering his miscues.
Even though he was that good last year.
Yeah, he was good last year, but
he was great.
But this year they're like calling him clutch for what he did against Jacksonville. There was no clutch moment
what did
ever.
he do? He threw a pick in the end zone. He did have what?
Yeah.
He had touchdowns to who? Ertz
Yeah,
and Goddard, right?
yeah.
Got some comments on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Zil Jones says Dallas sucks. Roll job tomorrow.
Hey, we're all
Yeah.
for it, right?
Yeah, we're all for it. Yeah, I mean, I want it to be a quick, easy night. Maybe I get out of the stadium a little quicker. I mean, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
you don't want to get the flu, right?
it's gonna be freezing.
It's gonna be windy too, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
I'm already feeling frostbite.
That's what it. Yeah, literally, right?
Yeah,
That's when you know it gets fucking cold is when the wind plays a factor too. Field goal kicking and all that shit.
yeah,
I feel like something weird could happen tomorrow, like a special teams touchdown. We haven't really seen one of them.
right.
Remember last year, or was it 2 years ago, the fake punt by Dallas or some shit, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dallas going to pull out all the stops, so they better be
What stops? What stops are you talking about?
whatever. They're going to trick plays, have Zeke try and throw a touchdown
What are they gonna
pass.
have? What are they gonna do? They're gonna have
I
Dak
mean, I'm not
Prescott run a
scared.
jet
I'm
sweep.
not scared of it, but they're gonna throw back. They're gonna put everything in the kitchen sink, whatever the fuck that saying is.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, the kitchen sink. That's a crazy saying.
Throw everything in the kitchen sink, whatever it is.
No, you throw
Yeah.
everything at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I get it. I know what you're saying, but I just don't. I don't see how this garbage Dallas Cowboys football team comes to the link tomorrow and beats this team. I know we're not that great, but Dallas Cowboys are so terrible. They're awful. I don't see it. And he also said if it feels anything like Christmas night last year, I'll feel bad for who's gonna be there.
What about that Falcons playoff game? That was the
Christmas
real.
is worse.
No, for me the Falcons.
Really?
Christmas was very cold, but that especially because I was fucking in the nosebleeds with who will not be named, and it was fucking cold. I love that game though.
Yeah.
That was a great win. That was probably the better win in the NFC Championship game, just because it was like a hard fought game, I guess.
It was a fun time, on Christmas Eve. Well, it was Christmas Day.
That game sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I was there. I was drunk off my ass because it was just so cold. And
It was fun to be there on Christmas, but
yeah, I know it was great. I was in Xfinity Live tailgate, and that's how cold it was.
mm,
Like I paid the extra $20 to go in there because you couldn't even feel
yeah,
your feet.
there was a cover that night. Shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they want to they want to leave people out in the cold.
Yeah.
And it was on Monday Night Football. John Gruden was in the booth.
And if you forgot your ID too, you're not coming in
Yeah, or a ticket.
to hang out in the porta potty
Oh
or
my
your
God.
fucking own vehicle.
I don't like the cold. I really don't. But as long as it's not windy.
Nah, people love the cold. I mean, if
Yeah,
it's
right.
snowing, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But you just, you gotta dress warm enough.
What do you want to do? Like, fucking roll up a snowball and like throw them at people?
Yeah, throw them at the Cowboys, right? Be like the '60s. Put some batteries in those snowballs too, right?
No, I mean I remember this one game back in.
Throw them at Santa too, right?
No, this was in 2010, where all the snow was left in the stadium and they threw all the snowballs at the 49ers fans.
Trying to remember. I remember the Vikings game that got like pushed back.
Joe
in
Webb.
2010. Yeah.
Joe,
But here, wasn't it pushed back to a Tuesday?
yeah, Tuesday Night
It
Football.
was like one of the only Tuesday games in history.
Yep.
Something like that.
We lost.
Yeah, that was bad. That was an Andy Reid special.
Yeah, that was really bad.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Could have been 11-5.
Zoe Jones says our defense will show up and be elite. Mills is out. Douglas
Mills is out.
Yeah.
Is he?
Douglas finally get his snaps. D-line will get after Dak.
When did Mills
Darby.
get hurt? He got hurt in that Jacksonville game, right?
Yeah, I mean he's not anything special, but
We don't have a lot of depth.
yeah, I
At
mean we don't.
corner.
I like my
Corners-
I like my
corners-
shots with Rasul Douglas more than I do with Mills. to be
Corner's
honest
still like a need. That could, you could do a first round pick on a corner if there's an elite corner out there.
Well, I know you
right?
liked the Sidney Jones pick. Everyone did. I hated the Sidney Jones pick.
You want Dalvin Cook?
No, I wanted Joe Mixon. Like I really,
Look at Joe Mixon now though.
I
right?
really wanted Joe Mixon. Like I thought the dude was a stud.
I would have taken. I'm taking Dalvin Cook over Joe Mixon. Even back then, definitely doing it now.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, the injuries
so he's
are
injured.
concerning, but when he plays,
Yeah, he's decent, but I mean at the same time you have to assess what you really need. And I mean like Josh Adams to me, I feel is our feature back right now. I think he's.
God.
I really do. I'm not joking.
I'm not
He's like a Blunt,
I guess 10 career snaps.
10 career snaps.
Yeah. How many runs does he have? Fucking 10 at most.
Yep.
So talk about I don't trust young running backs. I just fucking hate when running backs fumble. I fucking hate it. I actually hate fumbles more than interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, wait, what
Just pisses me off.
you talking about running backs or
Quarterback and running back, but especially running backs like Smallwood. And I always go back to that like Ryan Matthews game against the Lions when he fumbled it away.
right?
I just fucking cannot stand when running backs fumble.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
fucks you over.
Yeah, especially if you're betting on the game, and then the team that you have money on fumbles the ball and it goes the other way. It's the worst. Like the
So-
point spread last week was what? Patriots -5, and Green Bay was actually going down the field in a tie game. They were about to take the lead. Guy fumbles it, goes back the other way. They score 7, and then the Patriots add on another one, and it was 14.
Yeah, and that was it.
That's the worst.
And it's just like a mistake. Like, how do you not know ball security? I mean, I could see if it's like a big hit, but there really is no big hits anymore in this league. So
Yep, exactly. Zill Jones says Wentz will shred those imposters they call D-backs and 4 TDs.
it's possible. It could be a Wentz breakout game. I'll take 4 touchdowns, 300 yards.
I just want to win the game. Listen, guys, I know you guys are excited for tomorrow. As am I. I'll be there. But at the same time, I just want to win because I want this team to get back to the playoffs. This is about winning championships now. This is not about just winning meaningless regular season games to me anymore. This is about racking up those Super Bowls, the Vince Lombardi trophies, and overtaking everyone in this division. That's what it's about to me.
I mean, pretty much
Yeah.
I've already done that,
We
But-
won one. I mean,
Yeah, but I guess in the past couple of years,
yeah,
no other teams come close. So
Yeah. exactly. They haven't come close, but at the same time, I feel like we can have a good run here.
we definitely can. We're still very talented.
Yeah.
I think you're going to need some new young pieces next year, especially in the draft. Next year's draft, we have so many picks too. We only give up the 3rd for Tate, so we have to draft well. But the foundations here: Ertz, Wentz, Lane Johnson,
Mhm.
Alshon.
Yeah,
Players are young.
and Zill Jones says, do you think they'll use Pumphrey for punt returns?
Pumphrey, is he back? He's on the practice squad.
I don't think so.
I think he actually might be on the practice squad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you use Pumphrey? I saw by your facial reaction you didn't
No.
really like that question.
No.
No.
Pumphrey. I said I would use Smallwood,
Yeah.
especially if you want Adams to be the featured back. Remember Smallwood had that kickoff return against the Redskins a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
So, like, he's got some potential there,
Yeah, definitely.
even though his fucking hands suck with the fumbling.
Smallwood. You don't like
Yeah,
Smallwood?
and I hate fucking Smallwood.
Why?
I just don't think he's a starting running back. We can do better.
Well, he's not a starting running back. He's a good role player. It's someone you put that back.
I would not waste money to keep him here. Like, is he going to be re-signed? No. Like, are you seriously going to waste precious cap space
Precious cash.
on
know?
on Smallwood? And hell no.
Yeah. What about you, Ralph?
He's a dime. He's a dime a dozen.
Would you spend precious cash on Smallwood in the offseason?
I don't think he's a need.
Nah, I'd rather go draft somebody.
You'd rather draft somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now we have Clement, Adams, Smallwood, Pumphrey.
Pumphrey is not on the roster, I don't think. Is he?
He's on the practice squad.
I'm about to look up who our official running backs are. Give me 1 second.
Gibson. And he said he'd prefer Gibson. He did good in the preseason.
I don't want to risk fucking fumbles on punt returns. I just want somebody reliable.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's the way we can fucking lose games.
Oh, yeah, big time.
You know?
Turnovers are
And we've
big.
already done that like twice. Remember the Atlanta game? They fucked up.
Yep.
In some other game, they gave up some fucking dumb special team shit.
Yep, it happens.
That pisses me off more than anything. I just want to turn the game off because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, when
Sproles, too, but obviously Sproles is hurt. So.
when Carson Wentz looks right at Smallwood and he throws the Zagards.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Ciso Reina? Whatever happened to Chris Maragos?
Chris Maragos,
Is he just fucking done?
he's
hurt?
done. I think he's done. Yeah, I know
For
he
some
had
reason, some reason they had to bring him back.
Yeah,
I guess he's like a locker room leader, but just I don't know.
Yeah, they brought Pumphrey back like a week ago.
Where is he on the? Oh yeah, he's on the practice squad.
Yep.
They also have Braxton Miller, that old Texans receiver, on the practice squad. I don't know if
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if
honestly,
he could return punts.
well, Braxton Miller used to be a quarterback, and then he converted into a wide receiver.
He wasn't bad. I mean, he has speed.
Yeah, he does.
You know.
Braxton Miller isn't bad. I like that signing because eventually down the road, I feel like we could use him.
Even though we're stacked at receiver now.
Yep, pretty much.
Especially, I mean, Jordan Matthews is your fourth receiver?
Yes.
That's not a bad spot for him. Probably right where he belongs.
I think he's a third receiver.
Now you got Alshon, Tate, Aguilar.
Fourth now, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
yeah, you're right. He was. But yeah, I mean, listen. Whatever we do down the road, we just need to make it work. It's all about coaching now. You know, we have decent talent, but at the same time, you need to do the right play calls, and you need to put everything into place.
And notice how we're not talking about the defense as much is
Yeah.
because this league is an offensive league.
Yeah.
You know? The defense is there to stop the other team, obviously, but we're not here to rely on the defense.
Yeah.
When you have Carson Wentz, you just traded for Golden Tate, the focus should definitely be on the offense. Do you agree with that?
Yes, but at the same time, you're going to have those naysayers that say the defense sucks and they let up the game because they don't want to blame Carson Wentz.
It's just that mentality is so outdated now.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and Final Flash says Clement's still hurt.
Clement?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I think they just stopped using him because he wasn't really.
Yeah, I was wrong about Clement. Remember, I really thought he could.
Yeah,
be
you loved him, dude.
Yeah, I
you
thought he
thought
could be the
you thought he could be like
workhorse.
an MVP.
Not an MVP. I thought he could be the starter
Yeah,
over Smallwood.
You loved Clement, dude.
But you know, I think it was that Jacksonville game. They gave him some couple opportunities, and he just fell flat on his face.
Yeah.
2-3 yards here and there.
Literally flat on his face.
That was about it. So, guess they're riding with Smallwood and mixing in Josh Adams, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like Josh Adams. You know, he's a big back.
You think they would bring somebody else in off the street though? I guess there's nobody out there, non-free agency. There's nothing.
I don't know. I mean, Josh Adams is good, dude.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked like Clement of last year,
Yeah,
but bigger.
yeah,
you
like
know?
huge.
I wouldn't call him blunt like
Yeah.
you did already after fucking 10 carries and
Dude, because he looks like fucking Blunt.
his whole career. But
He looks like Blunt. He's as big as Blunt. He's as quick as Blunt. But the problem is, can he fight the hole like Blunt?
straight out of Notre Dame, man. You know?
Yeah, we have two Notre Dames on our team now. We have Golden Tate and we have Josh Adams.
Yeah.
So
Go fighting Irish, right?
fucking fighting Irish.
What do you think of the O-line with the whole Lane Johnson? Because all of a sudden he's back.
How is he
After
back
we
out of
thought
nowhere?
he was going to be out for
How
a
is he
month.
back out of nowhere? Like you can't. He's so unhealthy right now. Like I know you
They
want to,
need him, right? They do need him.
but he's unhealthy.
Who's going to be the fucking tackles?
And
I guess you can plug Big V, but Peters is. I don't know. What can you say about Jason Peters at this point? He's basically Sproles, but playing.
Jason
Right?
Peters. Jason Peters is the bodyguard, but at the same time, he's
Just
like
not reliable.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, it's just my friend saw him down at Harris the other day playing craps, and he was about to go up and ask him a question, but he
Chickened out.
yeah, pretty much he chickened out. But yeah, he saw him down there, and he looked like he was fine, but I don't know what's with Peters. You
Yeah,
know?
it's different than playing crabs and fucking playing a tackle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
in the NFL is a little different, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. He said, "I almost got a Clement jersey after the Super Bowl." That was
His best game was Super Bowl. What do you have, like two? He had the receiving touchdown. Did he have a rushing touchdown too?
just
he had a-
receiving.
He had a lot of yards.
Yeah. And he said you should have picked up that jersey. It's a good one.
All right, if you want, yeah, whatever.
Well, I have a Foles jersey, full Super Bowl jersey.
I mean, yeah, get everybody who played on that fucking team's jersey, right? The Super Bowl.
even
album.
Blunt.
Yeah,
You know.
even though Blunt's hurt, I think.
Yeah. Anything else to add for tomorrow?
Nothing really. I'm just going through some more comments here. Like I said, I mean, it should be a win. You're the better team.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to it at this point.
Yeah. Are we the better team though? Like, that's one thing I want to address. You know, yeah, we had a key win in London last week, but the Jaguars suck too. So I want to see tomorrow how we come out swinging.
Well, people really think this Golden Tate pickup is going to be the end all be all.
Oh, it's huge. It's a huge pickup. I know. I mean, I know you think he's not a great wide receiver, but the fact of the matter is, dude, he's very good.
He's another weapon. Someone else for the defense to have to cover and worry about.
Well, the way I see it is when Golden Tate gets open, they're gonna double team him at some point if he. It's tough to say, you know, because a lot of double teams go on Alshon Jeffrey. All right,
As they should.
Yeah,
right?
we use Zach Ertz, but that means that Golden Tate's gonna be wide open. So who are you gonna cover? You know, and that's what's big about it.
Dude, Alshon and Golden Tate, that is a great 1-2 punch.
Yeah, it is.
Because
Exactly.
he's probably the best player on our team.
By far.
You know?
A lot of people have Zach Ertz being one of the best tight ends in the league. He's not really a tight end, but
I mean, Alshon just catches everything.
yeah,
You know,
he does.
for the most part.
Exactly. He's like Hopkins on
He might be
Houston.
he might be our best free agent pickup ever. In years at least.
ever.
You know?
Well, I mean, I put it up there with
Possibly.
Asante Samuel. Like Asante Samuel was my favorite.
Yeah,
free
but
agent
he didn't really do much. He didn't win a playoff game.
He was
with
really
them.
good.
He was good. He had a lot of picks,
Yeah.
but they didn't win any games with them. I don't think any playoff games.
What do Zil Jones? What do you think Golden Tate's numbers will look like tomorrow? I think he's gonna have 80 yards receiving, 1 touchdown, and 24 rushing yards.
It's a good question. He's been here for a while now because the trade happened last week, right? Like on last Tuesday. So I'll probably say 50 yards, 4 or 5 catches. Does he get a touchdown? No,
He gets a touchdown.
not for me. Not yet. He'll get one next week in that Superdome on that turf.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be running all around that fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. And going back to my favorite free agent signing of all time, Asante Samuel. Someone said, "What? No T.O. love?" And listen, I love the T.O. signing. I wish he stayed a little bit longer.
Yeah, more than 1 year.
But the reason why I put Asante Samuel over him is because Samuel was consistent. Like, he was really consistent year in and year out. Like, he did his job well. He couldn't tackle, but he was a ball hawk.
I mean, it's Alshon's number 1 for me because it led to a Super Bowl.
Alshon
yeah.
was a good pickup, too. Great pickup.
So
That was a big
he
one.
makes it. I mean, look at the offense. Weeks 1 to 4. Whenever Alshon came back, and look at it now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still not scoring as many points as we want, especially me and you. But it's a huge difference.
Huge difference.
You know.
I can't disagree. Yeah, I mean, I love T.O. I definitely put T.O. over McNabb. I'm sorry to anyone that
Well, McNabb wasn't a free. I mean, just an all-time Eagle. I guess.
all-time Eagle. Yeah, I don't like McNabb, to be honest with you. I think McNabb just
fake, right?
No, McNabb. The thing about McNabb that everyone has to understand is he was extremely talented, but he didn't play like it. And when you don't play
Like,
to your,
imagine if you didn't have that defense, right?
yeah, if you don't play up to your full potential that we knew you could have, you would have won some titles here. But
I mean, is he still the best black quarterback of all time, or no? I'd probably say yes.
Warren Moon.
I don't know. I mean, did Warren Moon, he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
With who?
Washington.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Because I always think of Warren Moon on the fucking, the Oilers or the Titans or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess of the modern era,
Yeah.
I would say McNabb.
How about Vic?
Vic and Cam are up there.
Yeah.
Right? I know you're not the biggest Cam Newton person. But
I would take McNabb over Cam.
probably 50-50. If you polled people, what do you think it'd be? It would definitely. Cam's so popular, too.
I don't like
It's
him.
either you love him or you hate him.
I don't think he's that good. Like you saw on Thursday, like they got blown out
Yeah.
against the
It was
Steelers
in
defense. That's
Pittsburgh.
not good.
They won. They beat us. They won a couple games. before that.
They beat us because we couldn't score.
Who else did they beat?
The Steelers put up 52
They-
points.
They beat Baltimore. Good defense. Even though Baltimore's in, somehow they're fucking falling.
Yeah.
Right, they're in free fall.
I think John Harbaugh has run his course there. I think he's done.
I think I don't know. It's interesting. I don't think he deserves to be fired, but you got to do something. Something's got to be different. You know, it's either Flacco or Harbaugh. Great.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Joe Flacco to me, like, he'll always get what he wants in Baltimore because he won that Super Bowl.
But Ray Lewis won it, right?
Yeah, Ray Lewis was the guy because he went out on top, and everyone loved it. And he said, Dave, I agree with you. He says not a top 5 guy.
Who?
I don't know who he's talking about.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
McNabb
Yeah, probably.
or somebody.
I mean, his jersey's retired here, so
I mean, yeah, he has the most fucking yards, touchdowns in our history. So
yeah. He said definitely McNabb over Cam Newton. Did a lot with very little. Got to give him
true,
credit.
but so is Cam. Who's Cam's number 1 receiver?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, for the past 2 years, but in the Super Bowl, you didn't have him.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Calvin Benjamin. Dude, he was good when he wasn't fat. Like, I mean, when he
fell off, dude.
he fell off the wagon big time.
And who was our running back? Jonathan Stewart. He's Greg Olson.
D'Angelo Williams.
Well, he's always hurt, dude. Cam's done a lot with little too.
Not
15
really.
and 1.
He had
He had a good defense.
he
But
had Josh Norman too.
yeah, good defense.
Yeah,
Thomas
he had a good
Davis,
team.
Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, he had a good team. You know, you love Cam Newton. I can't really go against that. You know, but yeah, if you love a player, you can't really debate somebody.
Not true at all, but I mean, he sucked on fucking Thursday.
It's like when I
I'll give you that.
defend. It's like when I defend Nick Foles, and then Greg tells me he sucks. Like, how am I going to
I
debate
mean,
that?
at least Cam's a starter, right? No, I'm kidding. Foles will be a starter next year. There's too many bad teams. I mean, you got like fucking I don't know why they're not trading Foles. Obviously, if Wentz gets hurt, but look at the Jets, Bills, 49ers, Giants.
I want Foles to stay.
Even next year.
Yeah, I want him to stay. I don't think
I'm not wasting money on a backup.
he's not
quarterback.
going to be a starter in a different team. He
Yes,
fits this
what?
system perfectly.
How could he not be a starter on all the teams I just mentioned? Bills, Jets.
I don't think he'll want to leave.
49ers,
Why would he want to go there? There's no
Giants.
way he's going to win on those teams.
No,
There's-
he doesn't. Yeah, that's not the point if he wants to go there or not.
There's no way he's going to win on those teams. He doesn't. He needs. This is a quarterback that needs protection.
I think the Jaguars is actually a good fit.
Possibly.
For Foles. That's who I really think is a good fit for
I don't see.
Foles.
That's the thing, though. Everyone bashes Blake Bortles. I don't think Blake Bortles is that bad.
He's done though. If they don't make the playoffs, they got to make a change.
Blake Bortles is not as bad as everyone thinks he is.
He did not look good on
There were times where I
Sunday.
started on with fantasy. He got me some points.
probably a couple of years ago. What if it wasn't this year?
Blake Bortles played good last Sunday
2 Sundays ago.
Yeah.
I don't think he
against
did.
us. Yes, he did. He had 3 touchdowns.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, I almost started him.
Actually, didn't he have like a lot of rushing yards too?
Yeah.
We make everybody look good. But it's whatever. You
Yeah.
know. We saying fucking win. That would have been a fucking.
That would have sucked, right?
That would have been done. The season would have been over.
I woke up at like 7 o'clock that morning.
Yeah, I missed the first drive. That was too early for a game. Thank God that'll never happen again. Most likely.
Oh, it'll happen again.
Yeah, in the next 20 years, right?
No, next year probably.
We're not going back to London.
We're probably going back to play the Rams.
In London?
Yeah. It's possible.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it, but whatever.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. The receiving core was super trash for McNabb. Do you agree?
Yeah, but the best receiver was Thrash Trash, right?
Trash, trash.
I mean, when his name sounds like trash, you know,
FredEx.
that's all you got to know.
I met Freddie Mitchell. He's a cool guy.
I mean, imagine like T.O. coming into that fucking wide receivers room.
Be like,
You
oh,
gotta
hell no.
You got a fucking future Hall of Famer, and then
Yeah.
you've got
Trash.
trash.
Yeah.
Like not even anyone of fucking note. Greg Lewis, Todd Pinkston.
Yeah.
You know, that was bad.
Yeah.
But you really didn't need you didn't really need a lot of weaponry on offense back then because it was like you won games 14-10.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
lucky if you scored 20 to 30 points. Now you're scoring fucking 52 on the Panthers.
I mean, our defense was stellar back then. It really was.
The blitzes. It was all Jim Johnson, Brian Dawkins, Jeremiah Trotter,
Yeah, pretty.
Lito
much.
Shepard.
Yep.
We don't have that now. But
Nope. All right, guys. With that being said, we are going to go into our last segment of the show. Anything goes. Not discussing politics unless you really want to, because this was an
It was
entertainment week.
It still is. It's still going on. They're still counting shit, right? They're still counting votes.
Yeah, that's done. That's over with. It's over. And then, of course, Menendez wins, and it's shitty, but whatever. What are you gonna do? But yeah, this is your part of the show. If you want to ask us anything you want.
What about religion?
No,
Remember we talked
shut
about
up. No,
remember we
no,
talked about
no.
cancer last
Oh,
week.
that was bad. Well,
yeah.
that came onto us.
Yeah.
Like we didn't start talking.
All right, let's
about
not.
that.
I shouldn't even brought that up.
That was really
Anything
bad.
goes.
Um,
UFC, WWE, right?
yeah.
Eagles.
What do you want to talk about, Ralphie? Anything goes. Bring up anything.
Well, the reports come out that Jimmy won't play tonight. Monday night. Well, against the Grizzlies, he can play Wednesday against the Magic.
That's a good start.
Yeah, it gives people some time to,
Yeah.
buy their ticket. Is that in Philly or no?
That has to be in Orlando.
It's in Orlando, yeah.
It has to be. 'cause-
People might fly down. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just to see that.
Yeah, I'll be the first one on that flight. It's not like I have work or anything.
It gives people time though to find out about the news,
Yeah.
get more hyped up.
Yeah, exactly. And he said Greg Lewis. That's a good wide receiver.
Yeah, he was a real deep threat, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was amazing.
I remember the biggest Greg Lewis member I have is when Brett Favre hit him for that touchdown when he was a Viking.
Yeah, when the
You
fire.
remember that game?
Boom. Yeah, that's crazy. The Vikings are still ringless.
Greg Lewis sucked. I remember we had him as our wide receiver coach, and we fired him.
Yeah.
That was Peterson, right? His first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that.
And then we brought in Mike Roll.
He was the scapegoat,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, the guy that looked at Aguilar's Seattle game. That was funny. They're talking about WWE wrestling on here. Crown Jewels this is his forte. Crown Jewels was so
Sadly, right?
Yeah, Crown Jewels was so stupid.
I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. That's about it.
Crown Jewels was so stupid in the rant on Raw and SmackDown Live. Yeah, have anything to say about that?
Yeah, Crown Jewel was not a shining moment. You've got people that have been retired for how many years coming into fucking main event.
Yeah.
You got a mayor. Kane's a mayor now.
Yeah,
It
his
was
mask fell off.
It was DX for a Spuds of Destruction, so it was just tough times right now. Hopefully, once we, let's focus on the positives. Ronda Rousey, she's kicking ass.
Yeah.
You got Becky Lynch, who's building a name for herself. So hopefully it gets better. But yeah, it's not been too good in WWE land lately.
I mean, I will say this about WWE. All right, I know a bunch of people in their 30s watch it because I honestly don't understand it. But I mean,
it's just like when you watched it when you were young. It's just like anything else.
yeah. But my friend loves wrestling. I don't really get it. Like I watch it during the big times, like the WrestleManias, the Royal Rumbles.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really get it because everyone knows that it's fake and like what the outcomes are gonna be.
Well, not really.
No, you do. All you have to do is go on a betting site and see who's favorite, and that's what's gonna happen.
I guess if it's right every time.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is right every time. And
it's more about it's definitely storyline driven.
the only time that it wasn't right, and I think you watched this, is when
Brock and Undertaker.
The only time it wasn't right. Undertaker was a minus 10,000.
That's probably the biggest moment we've seen in years.
Yep.
Just for shock value, but
That's what they need to do more of that.
they're so comfortable. They just got
They need to turn John Cena heel.
well, Cena's done, but they got $100 million from Saudi Arabia for all these shows over there, which is very controversial. And there's no competition. There's no other, there's no other sport. It's not like the NFL or competing against the NBA or there's just nothing.
Well, that's the other thing I was
You
gonna.
know? I mean, you could say UFC, but I mean, honestly, UFC is. I don't want to say it's bigger than WWE because it's still pretty niche audience.
Yeah.
But it's definitely getting closer.
Well,
you
I was gonna bring up
And you're not
Brock.
embarrassed to talk about UFC like you are about WWE.
I was gonna bring up Brock Lesnar. I mean, did you guys really think that Brock Lesnar was gonna fly all the way to Saudi Arabia to lose? No, he's not.
He's a smart business.
He's a part timer in the WWE. He's a UFC fighter as well. He's not gonna fly 11 hours to lose.
Even though he would have lost probably when Roman was the champion.
Yeah.
I don't think they would take the title off him that quick, but he's Brock Lesnar. He's still one of their main players, so he doesn't show up every.
He's all they
never
got.
there, but he pretty much is all they got.
Yeah.
As far as big names go, but you gotta build up a big name, just like the UFC.
Yeah.
It takes time, but they're stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
I
mean, Brock Lesnar could probably beat up anyone in this area. He's not.
He could take me, you, and Ralphie, right?
Yeah. At once.
Powerbomb us right through this table.
Yeah, and then laugh about it the whole time. The guy's a machine. Jesus.
Any other comments on anything goes?
Yeah, Alex Verducci says we need that defense. What's this offense? I don't really know what that means.
We need that defense. What's this offense?
I don't really know what that means.
Unless they're talking about the old, like the Jim Johnson Eagles defense.
Oh, the
maybe.
Jim Johnson's defense. I thought it was a little overrated. But yeah, the offense. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like last year's offense, I would like to have. Back
Anybody
here.
would, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was the running game too. You had Blunt, you had Ajayi. People have all forgotten about Ajayi now.
Yeah.
But he's a broken back. He's done. It's just it happens. Look at Des Bryant, signed for a day and never play again. Most likely, he's definitely not going to be a Saint. They're not going to sign him to a fucking 3 or 4 year deal. He could barely fucking get a deal this year.
Well, Des Bryant actually had a decent contract in place, and then he tore his shit. So.
Not really. It was a 1 year deal.
Yeah, it was a 1 year deal for $1.83 million for 8 games.
Yeah, but
That's a good deal.
That's almost like a veteran minimum.
No, it's not. It's 8 games.
Close.
It's 8 games. Like, it's.
I guess. Well, it's more than 8 because they're gonna make the playoffs too. So
Yeah. Alex Vernucci said Blake is that bad. Blake Bortles is not that bad.
he is.
He's not.
I used to be a Bortles fan last
He
year.
used to be a big Bortles fan.
Not that big, but
Yeah.
he sucks now. He's definitely holding the team back. Look at that defense. Look at that D line.
Yeah.
Having AJ Boye and Jalen Ramsey, you have that defense and you can't produce.
Yeah.
That should give you all the confidence you need. But I will say that team is honestly stuck by him through all the shitty play. I mean, have you seen some of the throws he's had to make? It's worse than Dak in the fucking end zone pass on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure once he's cut, I'm sure Jalen Ramsey will rip him a new asshole, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Just like anyone else. I'd be like, I was on this radio show one time, and these guys were so bad. But I was there because I just wanted to feel good about myself.
Oh, God.
He just talks shit about people.
Who, Ramsey?
Yeah.
Hey, Ramsey, he's been quieter because they've been losing. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they got blown out by the Cowboys. How did that even happen looking back?
Oh, no, I agree, Zill Jones. I think with the Golden Tate signing, it completely opens up the offense. He doesn't think so, but
No, I do. I just don't think Golden Tate's a number 1 receiver.
No.
No, I don't. I think he's being a little overrated.
You're crazy. But yeah, I think our offense does go back to what it was last year because Golden Tate is a stud. He's a
So
complete
Golden
stud.
Tate can be your Torrey Smith, is what you're saying.
He's better than Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith lost a step last year.
Even though he played good in the playoffs.
He did, but he lost a step. Golden Tate is a stud, and you're going to see
Yeah,
that.
what was Torrey Smith doing on Thursday night for the Panthers, right?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. And Alex Vernucci says, yes, we'll be back in London next year. We had so many fans over there. That's one thing I don't get. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta put my foot down here. I gotta do it. We had so many fans in London, so we should go back. It's not an overseas sport. It's an American sport.
You don't want to go to Mexico too?
I don't want to go to all these different countries. Keep an American game in America. All right. I don't know why we're going over to.
You don't know why. It's money.
No, you're going over to London where all they care about is soccer. Okay, that's all they care about. And you have a little percentage of people.
I mean,
that go to these games.
stadium was sold out.
Wembley holds Tottenham football. Well, soccer. All right.
Was it not sold out?
It had like 80,000, but that was because it was one game and we were the Super Bowl champions.
Well, and they played 3 games back to back to back.
I don't understand it. I don't understand why we go to London.
It's money. I mean, do I agree with? I mean, I don't really care that much, but
yeah.
I mean, no other sport does it, but this is the biggest sport in the U.S. So I mean, money's money.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all about marketing and.
I don't get it. I don't want to go back to London.
I don't think there should be a team there. That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to make a team in Canada, I can see that more than than London
Exactly.
or even Mexico. Make a team. Would you be okay with that or no?
Wait, what?
Making a team in Mexico?
No. I mean, where would they play? Azteca?
Yeah, I guess.
Azteca is where the Mexican football club plays.
They probably build a new stadium.
No, it's just a
Obvious,
stupid
but-
idea. It's a really dumb idea.
London's just too far, the flight. You know?
Well, it's right over the pond, but I mean,
Right over the pond.
Yeah.
Only, what, 14, 15 hours?
no, it's a 6-hour flight.
That's it?
That's it. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
It's
I
a
thought it was
6-hour
longer
flight. It's
than
like to
that.
California. It's
Oh, it's
6-hour flight.
the time difference that fucks you up, too. But
Yeah.
I could see Canada more than London.
Yeah.
Making a team in Canada.
Yeah, but Canada's a bunch of nice people. Like, I mean, I don't. Like, you have to have rowdy fans, for
You
NFL
got the
to work.
Toronto Raptors.
What?
Got the Toronto Raptors.
No one cares about basketball in Toronto. They're just doing it because that's all they got, They have, like, maple syrup and
They're
baseball.
Good. Yeah, Raptors are a pretty good team. But
yeah. Smith had a good postseason. Don't remember him last year's regular season, really. Yeah, it's true. Golden Tate is way better than him. Hate to break it to you guys. And it's saying opens up the field for Carson and other wide receivers. Yeah, Golden Tate is a beast.
he definitely does.
You're going to see that. He is a stud. He's a number one.
Very fast. He's not a number
He's a
one.
number one.
No, he's not.
Yes,
he's really
he is.
fast. Who was the number one in
Oh my God.
Detroit?
What?
Who was the number one?
Golden Tate.
No.
Yes, it was. It wasn't Burleson. You're fucking high. If you think
Burleson.
so. Nate Burleson?
I'm talking about Marvin Jones.
No. Golden Tate. Golden Tate was the number one receiver in Detroit. I'm pretty sure he was.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Why would they give up their number one receiver?
Because they're tanking. Because they know they're not that good. And he's 30.
I guess a third round pick's decent value for him, but
Yeah, it is. Third round pick, you could find a dime. Like, you really can.
especially for someone at 30.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever.
We'll have to see if we re-sign him or not. That'll be interesting.
You think we're going to?
Dude, we have so many people to re-sign.
Yeah.
Wentz.
We have to sign Wentz to our $200 million contract, which I think is a lot.
But he is Wentz.
He's the cornerstone, so you have to pay him
He's
first.
the quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know. The salary cap sucks. I hate the salary cap. I wish it were like the Yankees, where you could just overpay for everyone and then just call it a day. That's what I really want. But unfortunately, that's not how it works in the NFL. That's why every team is kind of like even at the start. But what you gotta do. All right. Anything else? So if Tate goes to 15 out of 32 teams, he will be in number one.
What was it? What was the comment?
Zoe Jones says, so if Tate goes to 15 out of 32 teams, he'll be in number one.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, me and him are disagreeing on that, but yeah, you're right. Okay, Tate is a number one wide receiver. All right, let's just put that right here, right now. In paper, he's gonna go off tomorrow, and you're gonna eat your words next week.
All right, I hope I do. I mean, trust me, I hope I do.
Yeah,
I
100%.
definitely want another number one receiver here. But
Yeah, Danny just asked me how the show's going. It's good, Danny. Shit. Yeah, he just got out of the Flyers game, so
nice.
should be pretty funny.
You're
Yeah,
gonna meet him there in like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
at
pretty
Xfinity,
much.
So.
it should be fun. But yeah, Golden Tate is gonna be a beast. I'm telling you right now, man. It's gonna be awesome. But
Yeah, the Lions, they don't really have anybody else. They just got Marvin Jones. That's about it left.
well, Marvin Jones, I don't even think he's that great, to be honest.
He was pretty decent a couple of years ago, but
How about Calvin Johnson?
yeah, well,
Fun
remember there was always that rumor that we would trade for Johnson.
Yeah. And Larry
I don't
Fitzgerald.
know where the hell that came from.
Yeah, we almost got Larry Fitzgerald in the trade in 2008. And then that fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. Imagine him and Deshaun Jackson on the same team.
Holy crap.
That would have been nasty. But you can only think. All right. Well, that'll pretty much do it this Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Fuck Dallas.
Fuck Dallas. Get this win, right?
Let's get this win.
It's a
Thank you,
rivalry.
Ralphie,
It's a
for
big
producing the
rivalry.
show. And Lakers still suck. But, yeah, we'll be back next week. And Jimmy Butler is big, big, big. So, yeah, we will see
Hopefully
you
we
next
got
week.
heat next week, right? We're shaking in our boots right now, right?
That's all right.
My feet are a little numb.
I've been
but
through worse.
Love A2D radio. It's a
Yeah.
family. It's a brotherhood.
Yeah,
It's like a fraternity.
yeah,
know?
exactly. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, bye.